Hang on,
Mike.
Maya. Maya, hang on a sec. I just saw somebody sometimes said they couldn't hear anything, so I toggled back and forth, and I'm seeing audio readouts now. So I think you have to do your whole intro again.
Did no one hear my audio?
No,
Cool.
Randy
Let's
says no
start these.
sound either.
Do people hear me now? Okay. Well, you all heard me the first time, right?
Audio just started, according to Castlemaster.
Thanks, Castlemaster. All right, so I made a bunch of announcements about what's going on in the channel. We have an insane episode of Dread tomorrow, hosted by our very own The Plastered Dragon, Brywai. We've got Chosen Family in its final few chapters. We've got the Something Wicked episode, whatever comes next on Tuesday, but they don't really matter, so we're not going to talk about them. And we've got Jackbox on Wednesday. And as you can see by the sheer number of faces on this screen, Brian and I are insane, and this seemed like a good idea at the time. We're having a crossover. And in case you might not be all caught up on both episodes, I think we should go around and do some introductions. So tell us, like, a sentence blurb about your character, starting with Nicholas.
I play Nicholas Jacoby, the best cleric in the world. Enough said.
Zephyr.
I'm Zephyr of the dulcet tones. You're gonna be sorry there, Kenny. It's just gotta be.
Shots fired.
This is getting antagonistic before we even start. Keel.
Oh, let me put my Keel hat on. Hey everybody, I'm Keel. I'm the paladin from the Something Wicked.
And next in line is Jonas, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's Jonas. I'm the warlock from Web of Lies.
Where'd Keel go?
I have no idea.
It's magic.
Carmen.
I am playing Carmen Lopez. I am a monk who just recently transitioned to the way of the Plastered Dragon.
Zuki.
Hi, I'm Zuki. I'm a druid. I am the original person who changed into a cockroach. Thank you very much, Plaster Dragon. And yeah, I'm just a little fun. We'll go with fun. Unpredictable. That's a good word. Hi. Yeah, that's me. I'm good.
Reginald.
Reginald Thomas Kincaid III here, otherwise known as the Agent. I have been working with this group for quite some time, and I have full confidence that chaos will ensue.
As do I, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm playing a human rogue, and I might be getting into flirting with everyone right now.
And last but certainly not least, Kenny Brown.
I'm Kenny Brown. I'm the only bard so far that has appeared on national TV multiple times and has played at the Daughters of the American Revolution Concert Hall.
But are you the court minstrel to the summer court of the Fae?
Doesn't
And
matter.
did you blow up the Plastered Dragon?
More people know me. That's what matters.
Unfortunately.
I have an entire church against me. It's more people recognize me.
This is off the rails before it even got on the
It
rails.
is, and I am playing Jonathan Moonspeaker, the channel's original druid. Although, and while he is the stabilizing influence, he has been kidnapped, and so things are a bit unstable at the moment. And I will also be assisting Maya in the DMing since I am kidnapped, and so probably won't be playing a whole lot.
And because he is the DM that started this whole madness, including introducing pretty much everyone in the home crew to D&D, especially me. And so I feel as if you are not just an assistant, but a co-DM, so to speak.
A co-assistant, I like how that happens.
Assistant to the regional manager.
That's right. I'm not an assistant regional manager, assistant to the regional. Would you like to do it when we last left our heroes, Maya?
Would you like to do it when we last left our Something Wicked heroes?
Certainly. When we last left our Something Wicked heroes, they had been investigating a secret Ben outpost that turned out to not be a secret Ben outpost, but possibly someone else's outpost. And while they haven't figured that out yet, as they were leaving, one of Zuki's wolf friends informed her of some trouble at the zoo. So she and the merry band of Wickedites trounced something. They went, okay? Some kind of verb that says went but says it cooler. To the zoo, the Franklin Park Zoo in Boston, where they did some investigation and discovered a man with long dark hair wearing a leather jacket with a bison on the back had been brought there by some snakes or people or snake people. The animals weren't really clear on it, but those people were bad and were hurting animals and people, and they wanted Zuki's help. And that's where we left our heroes.
And when we last left our more webby heroes, Kenny had a wonderful concert on national. Well, the concert wasn't televised, but the interview before the concert was. And during the concert, which went off without a hitch, one of the party members got a message from Cassandra, who happened to be the Potomac River. She told them that she had information on where Jonathan was being held, which she would give to them if they helped deal with a pesky ex-boyfriend who was getting a little stalkerish. The ex-boyfriend being the title basic. They did, although not by killing him, but by getting him, while charmed, to sign a restraining order. And then they returned that restraining order to Cassandra. And that is where we left off. So, my DC crew, because we're going to start off with you. You just hit your pearls and came rushing back to the surface. And you return to the same park bench along the Potomac River that you were at before, where you originally met Cassandra. You get there and you wait only a few seconds this time before she emerges again.
All right. So it looks like we've got your boyfriend to back off for now.
Ex-boyfriend, darling.
Whatever.
So I'm still standing behind Kenny as he's still wearing his Speedo. And I say, well, I didn't find your treasure, but I sure found the booty.
Anyway, a deal is a deal. And I did promise you that I would give you some information about where your friend, Jonathan, the one with that lovely leather jacket with a bison on the back, is currently being held. See, he was here in DC for a while, but then they heard that you were getting too close, so they actually moved him. My friend, who just happens to be living in Boston right now, she says that she saw him getting taken to a zoo.
A zoo.
What zoo?
She doesn't remember which one. It doesn't really concern her. They're not very different to us.
In Boston.
They wanted him far enough away that you wouldn't be getting in the way, but I don't think a little thing like distance would get in your way now, would it?
Why would anybody want to go to Boston?
And this friend of yours, let me guess, it's probably the Charles River.
Why, you'd be correct. You know your geography, darling.
Great. Another river we have to deal with.
Oh, you don't have to talk to her if you don't want to. She's a little bit flatty, so she doesn't really know much more than what I've already told you.
So, Jonathan's being held in a zoo in Boston. Boston is about 8 hours away from us. How are we getting there?
I really don't think that...
Do you want to fly or do you want to drive?
I don't think Uber would appreciate that far of a drive.
I can get a rent-a-car. Pretty easy.
I mean, if you want to spend the money for it, I'm not gonna complain.
My agent will spend the money.
Guys,
Speaking of agent, we're still waiting on getting paid. Thanks.
It's coming.
But-
next day.
guys,
Yes.
she said, well, Jonas said Boston, right? Wasn't it there that the plaster dragon blew up?
Yeah, I think you're right.
It would make sense, right? That he's there.
Why?
Jonathan, I mean.
Why does
Because-
it make sense that he would be there?
Well, if there's something neutral, well, that is usually neutral, that is blowed up by something, it's gotta be something wicked. So it might be a good call to say that the thing that kidnapped Jonathan is wicked and in Boston.
If that's true, that's unfortunate because that means I don't have any connections there.
I don't either. I don't have any connection at all.
Mm,
Kenny, you've probably been to Boston before, haven't you?
nah, I tend to stay out of that city. I don't like it very much. I don't know what it is. I'm more of a preferably more of a down south kind of guy.
So, Potomac, Cassandra, you're an all powerful being, right?
I wouldn't say all powerful, darling.
Let's
Well-
not give her an ego.
She already has one. She's a river. Anyways, is there a way you can open up a portal for us or something like that?
Like I told you before, my powers start and end where the river flows.
Gotcha.
And I can get you from one point to the other along myself, but not really much more than that, unfortunately.
Well, the faster we get going, the faster we can find Jonathan.
Well, let's go back, pick up my guitar. I'll call my agent. I'm sure she can get us a rent-a-car real quick.
Shouldn't you have a limo or something?
That's I travel around the country. That's renting a limo at every place I go is ludicrous.
Okay, don't you have like a tour bus or something?
No, I prefer the more scenic walking around. Ubers, it's cheaper.
Why do we keep him around?
Because without me, you'd still be underwater fighting a giant shrimp.
Well, I was good alone. I mean, he almost didn't touch me. Maybe it's my turn.
If our conversation is over, then I would like to go back to my bed, if that's all right with you all.
Oh, so sorry for keeping you up past your bedtime. We'll just go and rescue our friend now. Thanks for the info.
You're so welcome, darling. And she melts back into the river.
Also, what are you going to do about this thing in the chest that make the bay cranky?
I thought...
We never
Didn't
grabbed
she
it.
want that? No, we did. We brought the chest. We
You have the
teleported
chest,
Yes.
Well, I have the chest, right?
I thought
Yes.
she wanted it.
No,
Or
she
was
just
I
wanted-
mistaken on that?
She just wanted her boyfriend to leave her alone. Whatever that meant.
Can we take it to the guy that has the rest of our stuff? The magic shop?
Sure. That might actually be a good idea. See if he has another non-detection scroll. You might want to take one of the items to bind Jonathan, because they are quite powerful.
And if this thing is evil and its influence corrupts people, I don't really think we want to bring it with us.
Probably not. Boston's already pretty corruptible as it is. Or so is DC.
See, people in glass houses, you know that. Anyways, so you're
Says the
being-
people who are infested with drow taking over all areas of their town. But you know.
You know, it's fine. So the plan, as I understand it, is to go see Seamus and ask him to identify whatever is in that chest and possibly to buy a scroll of non-detection off of him so that y'all can maybe use one of the artifacts you lifted off of the drow.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay. I can't remember what time of day it was.
Along the way, I also need to stop by the Moon Speakers and pick up my guitar again, because it's there.
Let them know that we're not going to be around for a little while. We maybe not tell them that we know where Jonathan is yet, just in case.
Just in case. Seems good. Seems good. So yeah, so you go to see Seamus. And he doesn't exactly seem happy to see you. And not like a visible disdain, but he's like, "Oh, you again. This is great." And then come in. What do you need?
A, this is the cursed item. B, the non-detection scroll. C, one of the things we already have you holding on to us. And D, is my new guitar ready? I know I just asked you earlier today for it, but I want to know if it's ready.
Your new guitar is not ready. I haven't even started working on it yet. There's at least 3 days of me procrastinating. Then there's another 3 days of me plotting out the enchantments. And then there's 3 days worth of me putting on enchantments. So that's at least 9 days away from being ready.
How much can I pay for you to make that, 2 more weeks on top of that?
Unfortunately, I think if there was a bidding war, he would outbid you.
Yeah.
You don't know me. You don't know how much money I've got.
That is true.
But you know how much I have.
That is also true.
I don't care how much you have.
All right. So first off, cursed item. What is up with you guys and cursed items? Why do you have so many cursed items?
They just find their way to us.
Maybe it's. And he grabs a pencil from behind an ear and starts jotting something down, and he's like, "Cursed item magnets? No, that's." No, sorry, just always going. Anyway, continue.
We're kind of on a deadline here.
Right. Bring me the cursed item. Let's go.
I'm just going to put the box on the thing.
Okay. He opens the box. He grabs some dragon hide gloves and slips them on and very carefully opens it. Who told you this was cursed?
The Potomac.
The river.
The Potomac River.
Well, she was lying to you. All that's in here is... And he turns it around, and it's full of pearls. And diamonds. And emeralds.
You know what? Now that we come to think of it, that's not the right chest. That's the one that I left in my room. I'll just take that back.
He grabs one of the larger diamonds off the top, and he goes, "This will be my price for the day."
That's wonderful. And I will take the chest and keep it.
Keep the diamonds, Carmen. I think I might be figuring out how to use this non-detection spell, but it needs diamonds.
Alright.
So do you want a scroll of non-detection or not?
Yes, because I haven't figured out exactly how the spell works without the scroll.
All right. He grabs a scroll because non-detection is one of the most common spell scrolls he has, and he puts it forward. And he's like, "The diamonds you gave me will cover that as well." And the third thing,
We want to check out one of those other items that we have waiting with you.
yes. Which one?
Jonas, Kenny, this is up to you.
Well, so the non-detection only work for 8 hours. So if we're driving, we might not have to use it if we're fast.
Maybe we should get two. One
You can
up
pick
and
up
one
2.
back.
I know one allows you to see the future, which is good, like short little glimpses. Another one allows the person to charm someone more easily by just staring at them.
That is both of those things are true. Which would you prefer?
Any preference, Jonas?
I've honestly got none.
I mean, they're your items technically, so I can give you both.
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as saying they're ours.
Well, you stole them, and I really don't care much about the ownership past.
Stealing
They're
is
not mine.
it's a really harsh word, and we don't like to use that.
That's fine.
Oh,
We borrowed them.
Whatever word you want to use, they're not mine.
Let's take the enchantment one.
Okay. I mean, Jonas, do you want the divination one?
The evocation one probably would do a little bit better for me.
Do you want the evocation one?
I think I want the evocation one.
All right. He gives you both. He gives you the evocation one and Kenny the charming one. Do either of the other two members of the party want one, or?
No, I'm gonna actually turn to Kenny and say, "You try and use that on me, I'll kill you. This truce will be off. Do you understand?"
Doesn't the non-detection only work on one of those things? It's on an item, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have 2 scrolls.
Okay.
Now, because I bought one earlier,
Okay.
back when Maya wasn't DMing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no recollection of that, so that makes sense.
I'm not going to use it on you, but if we're fighting you on T, snake people thingies, and in case it's something like the mantis shrimp again, I think this would be good.
Just so long as it's not against me or Sarah or Jonas.
I promise I will not enchant Jonas, or you, Carmen, or Sarah, or Jonathan when we find them,
Okay.
or Signy, or Richard, who has mysteriously disappeared.
Okay.
Oh my god, do you think he has been kidnapped?
No, he actually sent me
what's-
attacks. He's hiding. He's in
Okay.
hiding.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Just what we need. Another friend kidnapped.
Being your friend is kind of dangerous.
I have no friends.
I'd watch out.
All right, is that all you need from me for the day?
Yeah, so sorry for bothering you.
Look, it's like not last time, but a couple times ago when you came here, there were Ben agents searching my shop for hours, and that's not good for business, okay? Y'all are sweet, but Jonathan was my friend and he's not here, and I want him back as much as, if not more than anyone else. But
You get me some brass knuckles and we won't bug you. All right? That's your assignment. Get me some brass knuckles.
you can pay half up front for them right now, and I will work on them before Kenny's guitar.
That's a wonderful deal. How much?
We'll say
You have
5,000.
money. What do you need knuckles for?
Shut up, you. What? How much?
$5,000.
5,000 total or 5,000 up front?
5,000 total, so 2,500 up front.
That's reasonable. I'll do that.
Okay.
I mean, with a chest full of diamonds, you can do whatever you want.
I will pull out 2,500, lap it on the counter.
In like dollars or in diamonds?
Dollars.
Okay. Because I don't know if Carmen knows how to appraise diamonds.
She would just dump the whole thing out. There you go!
Yeah, that'd be a mistake. Okay. It's been a pleasure to see you as always. But are you done? And are you going to leave?
I think we're done. And I leave.
Okay.
I follow.
My guitar first. It's more important. I will pay you more. And then I leave.
Okay. So now I guess it's time for you to figure out how to get to Boston. So how are you going to do that?
First, can I try to appraise the box? What's in the box?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Wait, I need my...
Need your sheet, I'm sure.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Oh, with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay. So, you're pretty sure that there's about $15,000 worth of gems inside of there. The largest diamond is worth $500, but other than that, they're all smaller, like $300 or $200 or $100 diamonds, or pearls or rubies.
So for the total, it would be...
15,000.
2,000.
Yeah. Okay.
That's...
So how are you going to get to Boston?
Rent a car?
Okay. So you go and you rent a car and you start the drive. You'll get there.
Can we take a long rest while we do that?
I was gonna say I'll say that you kind of like you
Drive in shifts?
drive in shifts and you can sleep in the back, and then when you get to Boston, you find a hotel, and so you have a long rest. And so this all happened the day before the events of Something Wicked. So let's go back to what they're up to while you're all driving, or as you're all waking up in your hotel room and eating a continental breakfast.
Well, I mean, timing wise, it makes sense for you guys to catch up. Because what they're going to do next, if these guys don't show up, would probably mess up what you want. I'm not saying that my cast has this tendency of derailing an episode or anything.
I was just going to say, we will mess it up.
But
We might not try to, but we'll mess it up.
You guys have been
I
quiet-
just rolled a nat 20 on my derail roll.
yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Damn it, we've already so far. No, you guys have been quiet for so long, though.
We're patient.
Trust me, we can try to not screw something up and still manage to screw it up.
Yeah,
So
we're that good.
So let's say that they're at their hotel, and do any I guess it's up to them where they're going to go for information. Do they want to go try and check out the Plastered Dragon, or do we want to use the other avenue that we were talking about?
We're gonna use that other thing we were talking about.
Okay, so Jonas, you were kind of going through your contacts and everything. Yeah, put the Jonas hat on. You were going through your contacts and everything, knowing that you guys were headed to Boston, and you thought you would kind of sift through your guild contacts and everything. And there's a guy that freelanced with your dad back in the day, part of the guild, was kind of obnoxious, but eventually he won them over. He won your dad over. Your dad didn't like him because he was freelancing with Ben. But by the end of the case, they collaborated to screw Ben over, and so this guy, he's British, really stuffy, but he won your dad over. His name's Reginald, and he's like in your little Rolodex. And your dad had like in his notes said, if you're ever in Boston, this is the guy to talk to.
Is there anybody else possibly in the Rolodex?
Yeah, no, this is like your Boston guy. This is your dad was like, if you're in Boston, this is who you talk to.
Okay, well, I'm going to call the phone number that I've got listed for him.
All right, so you guys are in the zoo, and you've just finished talking to the animals and found out about the bison leather jacket when suddenly, Reg, your phone rings. It's not a number you recognize. It's a DC area code.
DC area code.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, is this Reginald?
Yes, who am I speaking to?
This is Jonas Madsen. You may recognize my father, from the Madsen Guild.
Oh, yes, yeah, hunters. Yes, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right.
yes, yes. Jonas, I'm a little busy. How can I help you?
Well, we're actually coming up to the Boston area looking for one of our missing friends, and you were the first name who came up on the list of individuals who might be willing to help us.
Oh, yes. Well, okay. Your father's a good man. Have you followed in the family footsteps then?
I have. I'm actually started up a charter down in D.C.
Ugh,
So,
good luck with that.
yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I happen to be working a case right now. What I could do is maybe keep an eye out. Is it just you? I'm fine with getting a cup of coffee or...
It's actually me and a few others. We're in Boston currently.
Yes. How about this? Do you remember, have you ever been to the Plaster Dragon?
Not the one in Boston itself, but I'm sure we could find it.
Yes, head to the Plaster Dragon. I've got a competent team of people that I work with that could possibly lend our services. If you have a little bit of coin, I mean, we aren't freelancers. If you have a little bit of extra cash on the side, we'd be happy to help out.
No, I know how the game works. We can pay you to help out.
I put it on mute for a second. Holy shit, you guys, I got us a paying gig. This is great. We're just, yeah, all right. Keel, somebody's actually going to pay us a little bit of money to do what we've been doing this whole time.
It's about time.
Oh, okay, hang on. I'm going to go talk to the guy again, real quick.
You'll have to wear a dress.
Hang on. Keel, come back. Keel, come back.
Sorry, I had to step away real quick. What's up?
No, it's okay. Go start the van, Keel. Thank you.
All right.
That's it. Jonas, are you there? Jonas, hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. I just wanted to check. Yes, meet at the Plaster Dragon, and we will reconvene. And before we head that way, who is it you're looking for?
Another member of one of our party. Jonathan Moonspeaker is his name. He was taken by some Yanti.
Brian, can I piece together then? You said I'm familiar with the
You are familiar with
Moonspeakers.
Moonspeaker Farms, so yeah.
Tell your friends that we might have some answers right at the jump. As these things tend to do, it looks like your case and my case is going to cross over. We'll see you at the Plaster Dragon.
Sounds great. Thanks so much, Reginald.
Of course, anything. We'll see you soon. Okay, yeah, we head over straight away to the Plaster Dragon.
Now, the Plaster Dragon in Boston, what kind of a shape is it in?
It's not in great shape. It's not exactly open for business, but it's slowly being rebuilt.
Okay. Yeah. You're narrating because we're in Boston, so go for it.
Okay, well, all right. So, all right. I guess we'll start with the Wicked crew. So, Reg, are you going to try and convince your group
Yes.
that they should head back to the Plaster Dragon now? Because you were still kind of in the middle of a thing.
Right. So, gang, I just got an odd phone call from the son of someone that I worked with on a case back in the day, and it looks like a group of individuals from DC have arrived here in Boston, and they're sort of searching for the same individual that may be involved with this stuff happening at the zoo. I'm not familiar with their work, but I would like to meet up with them and see if we can at least get a feel for what information they have.
What's the link that you're finding between them?
I worked I talked to Jonas, and I worked with his father. His father is one of the heads of this guild, the Madsen Hunting Lodge, and he was pretty big when it comes to saving people and hunting things. There was rumors that they even based like some weird television show off of some of his exploits. He used to drive around this black car and pop the trunk with all these things in the back, and but he's good, and if his son is anything like him, then it would be nice to have allies, even if they're from DC.
Well, if it's tied in, let's go take a look. I mean,
And
We're
Keela's
kind of
already
stuck where we're at.
starting the van after
we
all.
can come back and find out what's going on, though, right? Because it
Yes.
sounds like some really bad stuff happening here, and I hate to just leave.
No, I think
Frozen.
I think we may have lost Reg and Zuki's
Eve
internet.
in the middle of it.
Oh,
Oh, we're back.
And you're
We're back. Yes. Let's head that way and then come back.
all right. So you guys are headed over to the Plaster Dragon. Keel's got the van started. Meantime, Jonas, you've been just given this information, so I guess let's take it back over to you, working with your group.
All right. Well, the contact Reginald seems like he's willing to help us out. At least we're going to meet him at the Plaster Dragon here in Boston.
You're all hanging out in the lobby of a Boston DoubleTree, eating their cookies because they have really good cookies. They're oatmeal, walnut, chocolate chip, and they're always warm. And today's episode is brought to us by DoubleTree.
If only that were true.
If only. No, but so you're just like hanging out in the lobby of a hotel.
Okay. So
So
We're going to the Plaster Dragon.
Yeah. And Carmen, did you tell Brad before you left that where you were heading?
Yeah, I would want some sort of a connection, and the Plaster Dragon would be the best.
Fire, you have a bit of an echo going on. Every time you talk, we're getting feedback.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but yes, that was better.
So yeah, I let Brad know that we were coming to Boston, and he's supposed to contact their Plaster Dragon here to let them know, so that we'll at least have a place.
He tells you to look for
a
Sam.
place. I guess the guy's name is Sam.
all right. Well, it sounded like Reginald and his group were going to meet us over there quickly, or at least immediately, so we can head over.
Okay. Do you have any idea where this place is?
I think it just shows up as Plaster Dragon if we search for it, right? It's not like a secret bar name.
Yeah, you can Google Maps it. It's just
I'll
when
say Kenny will start just looking for it.
it's just when normal people go to Plaster Dragons, they it always looks kind of like a bar that they wouldn't want to go to. It's kind of that like little bit of magical enchantment cloaking it, not hiding it, but hiding in plain sight.
Kenny also made sure to update his Twitter to let all his fans know that he's currently in Boston. in case there's any here.
All right, so you guys you rented a car, right?
Yep.
So you guys, the hotel valet, because it's a Boston hotel, there's not really self-parking. It's kind of on the pricier side. So the hotel valet brings the car around for you, or there's only what 4 of you guys, so it's probably just a sedan, and gives you the keys, and you guys head off, and you find the plaster dragon. There's scaffolding on the outside and such. You park in a public lot nearby, and it looks like it's under a bit of construction right now.
I mean,
Oh, this place looks bad.
yeah, do we go in? It looks like it's out of business.
Maybe we wait outside?
No,
I mean-
I'm going in. I'm going in.
Front or back?
Back.
Okay, so you come around the back way and you find an alley with a kitchen type door on it that looks very similar to the door at your plaster dragon that had all of the locks on it.
I will do what I always do and bang on it as hard as I can.
Okay, takes a couple minutes, and you hear a voice muffled through the door says, "Yeah, what do you want?
Hey, are you Sam?
Who wants to know?
Brad sent me.
And you are?"
Carmen.
Click, click, clack, clack, clack. You hear a bunch of locks. He opens the door. "Oh, just stand out there. Where's the rest of those idiots?"
We're idiots?
Not you.
And I turn to Jonas and say, we're working with a bunch of idiots?
He has a good rep. I can't vouch for the rest of them, though.
Brad told me you ran with a questionable crowd.
Yeah, I mean, maybe these guys are the idiots. I don't know, but we're supposed to be meeting some locals here.
No, all right, well, I guess come on in. I was having a meeting. I guess you guys can wait in the bar.
Thank you very much.
And you guys come in, and he leads you to the bar, and there's already a woman in there who looks like she's dressed in similar garb to Sam. Sorry about that, Audrina.
Go find a table and sit and wait.
Audrina comes up to your table. Can I get you anything?
It's morningish, right?
No, it's like into the afternoon by this point. You guys slept most of the day away. It's like late afternoon.
Do you have Mexican?
What are you?
You're in a bar in Boston.
The Pasta Dragon in DC has Mexican.
Bring him a Budweiser.
We've got regular pub food and we have Irish food.
I'll take a chowder.
We have that.
Nope. Allergic to clams.
The hell, allergic to clams?
Yeah, seafood
Damn,
in general.
Stop pestering me and watching over my shoulder. I got this.
All right, I'm gonna go back in the kitchen.
Bring him a beer.
Whatever you have on tap.
Chowder.
Surprise me.
What do you two want?
No food, thank you. I'll have a water.
And while this is going on, you guys roll up to the back entrance.
And you, sweetheart?
Bring me anything that you like.
All right. She shrugs and she goes in the back and she starts grabbing food for everybody.
Guys, I just want to know, are we sure about that? I mean,
About what?
about the other people.
That would probably be the right line to come in.
Yeah, so you
Hearing her say, like,
you guys walk into the kitchen just before this, and Sam looks at you and he says, "All right, you get that cowboy hat guy out of my bar in the next 10 minutes, and you help them out whatever they need. And remember that thing that I said I was never going to let you have?
yeah?
It's yours."
Are you kidding me?
No.
Cowboy hat out of the bar. 10 minutes. Help them with whatever they need. Got it. Done.
And then he pushes
Yes.
the door open, and you walk in. Just as, are we sure about these other people?
Wonderful. Stay here 10 minutes.
Ugh, I'm part of those other people, and I'm not sure about us.
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
Reginald, I presume?
You're the idiots.
Oh God. Well, I've been called worse. Yes, I'm part of the idiots. We've been looking for a group name, gang. It's not the worst.
You can have it. I'm not using it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Reginald. Is one of you Jonas?
Jonas stands up and Reginald, nice to meet you.
Reginald shakes his hand firmly and says, I worked with your father. He was a great man.
He still is. He's still around.
No, I know. I'm just saying he's a great man. Great hunter.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is your crew? Are they all hunters?
Let's not use that word, please.
Understood. How about I do some introductions? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Boston and the Plaster Dragon. Hope you all I'm sorry you're here under horrible circumstances, but we are happy to help in a way that we can. My name's Reginald. This is the rest of my sort of group of people. Over here is Zuki, and this is Zephyr behind her. Zephyr's a mean guitar player. And
Actually, if I could, I'm going to ask Sam if I can make myself a sandwich on the way in. I might not have my sandwich quite yet.
Sam lets you make a sandwich.
Okay, so about
And-
the time that you're saying, here's Zephyr, I come walking in with a nice, good-looking sandwich.
You come in with like your mouth full, and you're like,
I instantly say, "Do you play country music?"
And I actually blow a little bread out my nose as I cough. And does anybody play country music?
I like this guy.
I'm sorry, who is this guy?
Better than smarter than you, possibly.
So have we gotten the whole idiots thing worked out now?
hang on. This is Nick here. He's also part of our motley crew. And then Keel, of course. Hello, Keel. This is Jonas.
Keel just nods. Oh. Nice to see you, Keel.
Did you guys meet before?
No, we've never met, but
Did anyone ever tell you you two look very, very similar? Are you two
Really?
related?
Now that you point it
Uncanny.
out, they do.
You even sound alike.
Are they from another mother?
I don't see it. Are you
Yeah,
sure?
I don't see it either.
Look at the nose.
Hey,
It's the
Keel, lift your
nose.
chin up a little bit and tilt your head like this a little. Like up and a little. Yeah, see it?
Look,
there it is,
look at
right
the,
there.
Look at the jawline.
So,
right on the
Reg,
side.
That's weird.
Reg, where you're positioned, they are between you and the bar, and Sam just kind of walks out and taps his wrist, and then
Yes.
keeps walking.
Yes, of course. So I don't know if you have a car. We've recently been doing a little bit of reconnaissance at the zoo, and we have reason to believe that the person that you're looking for is involved with a little bit of the mess that's happening right now at the zoo. We were planning on scoping it out.
The river told us he was taken by the snake people at the zoo.
You talk to water?
Yes, yes.
The Potomac
we-
River is a great being. She talks to us.
We're friends. with the river.
That's got to be a
Shit.
country western thing.
Keel uses divine sense real quick to see if they're on the up and up.
Okay, what are you trying to sense with your divine sense?
Detecting good and evil, just seeing if there's, if they are evil or good.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, so web crew, raise your hand if you have a good alignment.
Not so fast, gang.
Let
Raise
me
your hand if you have a neutral alignment.
wait. I'm searching if I'm good or neutral.
I think you're neutral.
I think too, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so Keel, one person, the person that everyone seems to think looks like you but really doesn't, he's good. The other three aren't evil, but they're not exactly great.
Good to know. I'll keep that to myself, but I'm keeping an eye on him.
Chaotic.
How about this? Why don't we all head to the zoo? I would rather be there just in case we spot anything fishy. We now have extra eyes out there, but we could even do a little bit of searching before the zoo closes, and then afterwards maybe scope it out at nighttime when we believe some of these snake creatures are about. They might actually lead us to your friend this evening, but I would rather go now rather than waste time here.
Well, what's the
I'm
rush?
totally on board with that. Let's do that.
What's the rush? I mean, we're here to kind of discuss strategy, that kind of stuff, and figure
Audrina
out
comes
who you
out
wanna
with a
work with each
platter
other.
full of food, with a chowder and drinks and 2 beers for Sarah and Kenny. And she goes, would you all like anything?
No.
Get it to go.
We would no. We're not getting anything to go. We're going. Their friend might be in danger, and I don't understand the lackadaisical wanting to stay and eat food sort of thing.
I'm kind of with
Jonathan can
this
take
guy.
care of himself.
But
You turn into a bison. He's the most powerful person I've ever seen.
really, you're gonna go with that? We haven't seen him in how long? He has been missing. I kind of want my friend back.
Hold on. First of all, I need to cast the non-detection stuff anyways. We're probably putting everyone in danger of Drow coming and swarming this place because we stole stuff from them.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
I'm sorry. We just got this restaurant back. Further reason to go anywhere but here. There's a litany of Dunkin' Donuts here. Could we meet there?
Dunkin' Donut. I mean, okay.
It's a Dunkin' Donuts.
We're going to Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes, I'm buying all the quality donuts you can eat.
Let's do
I
that.
don't eat donuts. Messes with the figure.
Don't you have like a Starbucks?
Oh God. Yes, we have one. It's probably right across the street from the Dunkin'.
I don't really honestly care, but some people, and I'm motioning at Kenny, prefer Starbucks.
While you guys are talking, Sam comes over with like styrofoam carton, and he's like pouring the chowder into it and smashing a lid on it. And then he takes your beer and he pours it into styrofoam cups and puts lids on them and sticks straws in. And
Wow,
All right.
beer to go. Damn, I like Boston.
Well,
Styrofoam. Why not?
Before he does that, I'm just gonna down my beer.
okay,
Really,
And I'm just gonna
really
I'm gonna
quickly.
stare at her as she does in longing.
Reg, did you see that?
I know.
That's awesome.
I'm impressed. Maybe we can do some introductions to the rest of you. We're familiar with Jonas, but I believe introductions are in order for everyone, but maybe just not here.
Well, I'm Carmen.
Hello, Carmen. It is a pleasure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we can introduce each other as we walk out.
And that's Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
And everybody knows Kenny Brown.
Who?
Anywho,
Thank you!
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's the country singer.
No, do not.
No, that's the country singer.
Thank you.
No.
Someone knows me.
My God. No, it's the country singer. I used to torture people by putting this album on. Yeah, and I just do I used to play your music. I knew you looked familiar.
That's the guy you were talking about?
That's the guy. I would get these guys, I'll strap them in the chair, and I'd put the headphones on and playing the song.
Wait,
Told me that was inhuman torture.
You did this to torture someone? Seriously?
Well, I mean, it's just country's not everyone's favorite. You seem very perfectly pleasant in every way.
Show them the van.
Yeah. Let's go outside. We'll show you the van, and you can take your
Hold
car
on.
with her.
I gotta go to the bathroom first.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Kenny had a beer, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna down Kenny's beer too.
And I'm just gonna stare at her as she does.
And another beer to go.
Sarah, I am so impressed right now.
So am I.
And I'm gonna walk out.
All right.
So Kenny, you come back from the bathroom and see your beer is gone.
I order another one to go.
He pulls.
But I asked not for styrofoam.
He pulls a bottle, pops the top off, and hands it to you.
Don't you know it's illegal to walk around with open alcohol?
Dude, maybe it's legal here. Shut
It's
up.
illegal in the United States.
You don't know that.
We were just from DC. We know the laws of the United States.
All right, then just give me the beer back. It's fine.
Put it in a to-go cup.
I'll take it.
You're sober now.
All right.
It's only been like
He takes a
16 hours.
He takes a styrofoam cup and pours it in there, and puts the lid on, and hands it back to you.
I will take it and I'll just smell it.
Carmen, this is not good for being sober.
I'm not drinking it, am I?
This is like a drug addict going to a drug house and just standing in it. It's not good.
I will punch you. I will punch you in your pretty face.
I'm just trying to help.
Voice of reason, but I think we should go.
Fine, and I gently put it down because it's in a styrofoam cup, and I will follow Sarah.
I'll tell Sarah she left her beer.
Okay.
I turn into Sarah and I just take it and leave.
Jonas has his head in his hands. Yeah, we're professionals.
Stop embarrassing me in front of my new friend, guys.
Jonas is shaking his head, and Keel, few steps behind, is shaking his head in the exact same way. All right, we walk out.
And on our way out, I go to Reggie and I say, hey, maybe Keel should ride with them in their vehicle since he knows where we're going. And I think Nick wants Sarah to ride in our vehicle.
Oh,
Are
so
you just the man of the hour?
Yeah, no, of course. That seems acceptable. Sarah?
Yes. By the way, I look like Sarah still. So I will answer as her too.
There's two Sarahs now.
No. As I saw Kenny walk out looking like me, I'm gonna change back to look like him.
Oh, God.
Oh, no,
Okay.
don't. No, this is horrible.
Sarah, dear, the invitation has been extended if you would like to ride with us in our vehicle and just get to know, I guess, the team a little bit.
Can I come with? I'd
Sure.
like to stick
Why not?
Not Kenny. I'd like to stick with Sarah, the real Sarah.
I am Sarah.
And I'm gonna try to imitate Kenny's voice and
I'll
say, yeah,
You have the
she's
actor's
Sarah.
feet, so
Yeah, I have.
She sounds exactly like Kenny.
I'd
Oh,
like to punch both of them in the face.
Try to hit me.
Whoever can dodge is the real Sarah.
Oh shit.
it's also like I made sure I disguised the cowboy hat as well, so it's like the beanie. And since my boots are also disguising boots, they look like her boots as well. So it actually there is no cowboy accoutrements.
But I have the cowboy accoutrements.
I'm gonna walk up to the one that looks like Sarah and try to punch her in the face.
I'm just gonna keep walking backwards so she can't, and I'm gonna slowly just walk to where I assume is their vehicle and get in.
No, we're the van over here. The other over here, this way, behind you. Yeah.
Sorry.
oh, okay.
Carmen, what's your movement rate? Because monks, I believe, have a faster than normal movement, yes?
If I use a flurry of blows, I can teleport to him.
Did you want to do that?
Well, wanting and actually doing are two different things.
Reg, this crew's violent.
I can move at 45 feet.
A lot faster than
You can
Kenny.
catch up easily to him.
Come here, Sarah.
I'm good. We should really get going. Jonathan's in trouble.
Yes, I happen to agree with Sarah. Why don't we, whatever sort of squall is happening, we could possibly have it at the zoo once we're closer, doing a little recon?
You know what? That's fine. Go ahead and go with them, Sarah. And as I walk past Mike, Nick, I'll suggest she's into you.
Just a what?
She's into
into
you.
you.
She's into you.
You're evil.
All right. So let me get a show of hands riding the Scooby mystery machine with us.
I'm definitely.
Keel's hand is up.
Okay, Kyo's
Well,
hand.
he's the
Okay.
driver. He needs to
Now-
be in the mystery machine, obviously.
Shouldn't we be sending Kill with the others though? Someone else
Yeah,
can
we're
drive the
trading.
mystery,
We're trading Keel for Sarah.
Oh,
so that he can show them where
Sarah.
the zoo is.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, quote unquote Sarah.
Keel and Jonas are driving. Keel and Jonas are in the other car. I will drive the mystery machine.
Shotgun.
Okay.
All right. You don't want to sit in the back?
Call shotgun. This is the only time I ever want to get a shotgun.
Okay. No. That's fine.
Even though Sarah's into you and sitting in the back.
Yeah.
I like to play aloof.
All right.
Shotgun.
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen aloof from you.
This is the first time I got shotgun.
So Zephyr and Sarah are in the middle seat, and Zuki is probably in the back.
I'm in the back still pouring through that file folder.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. We set off toward the zoo.
And I turned to Sarah and does that guy really play country music?
Yeah, he's really
That's
good.
just there's no
He
such
is
thing
really
as
good.
good.
I have his album.
You do? You like it?
Yeah.
Let's listen to it.
I am signing everything. Okay.
No. I'm sorry. I'm really worried Keel's van would self-destruct if that song was ever played.
Oh,
I have to be bastion for the van. Like, he's very strict about the music choices that happen here.
Is he
The weird
always
thing
more
is,
fun?
Keel's got a CD stuck there, and it's Allman Brothers Band. That's all it is.
It's true. It never comes out.
All right. So the car and the yes, Carmen.
I would like to say, meanwhile, in our car, I'll turn to Kenny and say, "So, Kenny, sing a song for us."
And I'm gonna actually sing a song because I secretly listened to Kenny's album.
Okay, so you can emulate his speaking voice perfectly, but roll me a performance check to see how good of a singer you are.
Nat one.
That's a natural 18, so it's plus 6, so 24.
Oh.
Carmen, if you hadn't seen them switching into each other for a minute, you're not quite sure that it's not the real Kenny Brown in here with you because he sounds exactly normal and pretty good. And as much as you hate country music and you hate admitting it.
So point of order. If she rolled really high to sing country music, wouldn't it be bad? So she'd have to roll really low to get good country music.
This is performance to see how well she.
Now,
I thought it was skewed by the genre.
Yeah, I understand it.
The one thing that is interesting, though, is in spite of the fact that she's holding a guitar, you don't hear any guitar when she sings.
Yeah, that's true.
Because while she can make it look like she's holding a guitar because of her disguise, she cannot actually make guitar music suddenly appear.
Yeah.
Fuck
very
me, Sarah. I am so disappointed in you.
And I am gonna change back to Sarah. Oh, come on. You have to admit that it was cool.
I would love to see you try to do a concert as Kenny and just do horribly. You gotta make that happen for me at least once.
But that's not cool for Kenny.
He'll be fine. He's got all the money, remember?
Oh, he does, huh?
All right. So just go into like a Dunkin' Donuts and start singing as Kenny and just be like mediocre. And like I'll record it with my phone and I'll figure out how to use Twitter and I'll put it out for everybody to see.
Oh, come on, Carmen. He's my friend. I'm
I'm
going
not your
to...
friend.
Yes, but I'm not going to do something against my friend for another friend. That's bad.
Jonas and
Not
Keel
bad.
are in the front seat, just while shaking their heads, thinking, "Is this even worth it?"
And as you guys are following along, they pull over at a Dunkin' Donuts near the zoo, and the van stops, and they pull into a parking lot.
They weren't joking. We're actually going to a Dunkin' Donuts. What the hell?
Okay, so what I will do is I will try to a back room area to like a little side table area. It's one of those things to sort of like talk out in the open. There's definitely a bit of confusion when Sarah gets out of the other vehicle.
No. Kenny will transform back into Kenny, like, pretty much right when we're stopping.
In the van.
Yeah.
In the van.
I want to watch that interaction. So rewind. And you're in the car with Sarah.
I'm in the car. I'm being Sarah.
Yeah.
So, what's it like in Boston?
Oh God, it's traditional end of the world type stuff every other day. I mean, we've only been really working on this. It feels like months, but I know it's only been like a week. But yeah, no, it's probably similar to what you all go through in DC. Tell me, can you just tell me about what sort of skills the rest of the group has? What about you, Sarah? What are your specialties?
Well, infiltration, deception, stealth, general badassness.
Okay.
Then Kenny's kind of...
That's about when you guys pull into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when we pull in, I'll change back into Kenny. Just be like, by the way, I was talking about myself. Gotta go. And I just leave the van.
Sarah's a dude? What?
Dude looked like a lady. Da-na, da-na.
And he's actually playing that on his guitar because his
That's
guitar
right.
is an electric guitar that doesn't need an amp.
Well, I guess if this is any sort of accurate picture of what the United States political system is, DC is a confusing, scary place.
Brexit. Kenny just yells out and keeps walking.
All right, let's go. Let's try to come up with some sort of semblance of a plan, and maybe tonight we can hold up and see if we can intercept these people coming in, and maybe they'll lead us to Jonathan. And he bewilderedly gets out of the van.
Zuki, as people are trooping in, you're like so engrossed in your folder, you suddenly notice that you're all alone in the van.
I tuck the folder into a safe place where nobody else is going to see it in the van, and I follow them.
Okay. I imagine that you get all of the donuts and all of the coffee, as sugary as you possibly can.
Yes. I will bankroll all of it.
Okay. A thing that kind of catches the DC crowd's eye is that it was only like a 15-minute drive to the zoo, and you passed by at least 24 Dunkin' Donuts. on this very short drive. And every time you kind of went, because you always thought, this will be the one that we stop at. And it never was until the one you actually stopped at.
How many Dunkin' Donuts you got in this place?
A lot.
Almost
All of
enough.
Yes.
And this one's special. Why?
It's the one closest to the zoo.
Of course it is.
So, can you tell us a little more about your friend Jonathan and why these creatures would be wanting him?
That's just it.
We were doing a job, and he was on lookout, and then they took him, and we don't know why.
I mean, Cassandra kind of gave us a clue, I guess. So, apparently, the magical world's tired of being in hiding and just wants to come out and rule over all. And some people in the magical community are for it, some are against it. We were kind of pissing off the people that were for it.
We kind of get in their way.
Yeah, including like the Drow, who is infiltrating Ben and the government, the UNT, who's kind of with them as well, sort of. I'm sure there's others. And we just kept on stopping them at every point until eventually they ambushed one of us when they were alone.
How much do we know about the Drow? Are we even familiar with them?
You probably know a little bit about them. Actually, Zephyr, you probably don't. Reg, you probably do. Keel, you probably do. Zuki, Zephyr, and Nick, you probably don't know a thing about the Drow.
And the idea that the Drow have infiltrated Ben is new to you. Because weren't you just talking to a Ben agent the other day?
Yes, yeah, we were. There was a new guy there. Seemed a little awkward, and yeah.
Well, not even just him, but you said the Drow are infiltrating Ben?
Oh, absolutely.
Who are the Drow? You guys keep talking about who?
They're these nasty elves.
Wait,
They
what?
like spiders. They've got dark skin, and they have this thing for spiders, and they're just horrible. But I was.
Skin? Hang on a minute.
Sorry, what?
They're just elves with dark skin?
Just try to keep the black elf down.
Yeah, like.
I mean, like, are they evil elves or what?
Yeah. Yeah. They're pretty bad.
Are they summer elves or winter elves or how are we supposed to?
What's a summer elf?
What's a winter elf? The only elf we ever know. Only elf I've ever seen is a Drow. And a half
These are
elf.
like the only elves I've ever seen, and they're pretty nasty.
Here we have a larger sort of contingency of elves. We have, and not all elves are bad. Not all Drows are bad, but Zuki, Zephyr, a good majority of them tend to run in sort of dark magic circles and tend to work along the lines of subterfuge and a little bit behind the scenes. So it does not surprise me that a large contingent of them are trying to take over Ben, but I would think Ben would have the wherewithal or safeguards against it. The more concerning thing is that they might be trying to infiltrate the government.
Well, they didn't try to infiltrate it. They did.
They have.
Yeah. Allison Older. She's a senator. She's a Drow. I'm sure there's more.
So I actually got taken in by Ben, and one of their agents apparently knows about this, knows that they've been infiltrated. They aren't trying to infiltrate. They have infiltrated. They have taken over Ben. They've taken pretty much a lot of the higher political seats. And this
Neil,
agent
have you heard
actually,
about any of this?
No, this is all new to me.
this
You know-
agent helped me escape and came to us for help, and he couldn't be with us today. He's in hiding right now because they have begun trying to kill him for what he knows.
Where's the proof in this?
Do you know an agent Umbra,
Never heard of the name.
level 5 agent? She's, I'm assuming, like one of the higher ups in the DC Fen area. She's a drow. If you know Richard Red, he's a level 3. He can tell you.
This is a major issue, but I don't want to get. I'm glad that you brought it to our attention, and I don't want to get bogged down in the sort of bigger picture when you're here for a limited time. It seems like you are a line of defense in DC, and the best way that we can assist you is getting you an asset back, is getting you your friend back. So let's concentrate on today and tonight, as if we had, let's say, an hour and a half left to work together, so that we can use this time to rescue your friend and make sure that the country singer saves the world in Washington, D.C.
No, don't do that, please.
But I don't sing country music.
He was talking about me. I understand it's very confusing because I'm very good looking and you're okay looking.
Oh.
Nobody really sings country music, Nick.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not saying I'm good looking. He's probably right with that.
How would you all feel? Because Zuki has been speaking with some of the animals at the zoo and has word that some of them the snake beings that we believe might have taken your friend, might be back this evening. How would you all feel about laying in wait after the zoo has closed and sort of springing a trap and hopefully being able to, one, either track them back to where your friend Jonathan is, or two, beating them until they tell us where your friend Jonathan is?
I am all for beating something in the face until I get the answers that I want. So
We don't need to beat someone in the face.
I will beat somebody in the face if I want, Kenny.
Guys, we probably need to leave soon. The zoo is going to close really soon. With
Let's go
close,
beat some
it's going to be a lot harder to get in.
Do you have a picture of what one of the zoo workers looks like?
Well,
But if we get in now, then you'll have a picture by looking at them in the face.
True.
Which makes
I
a
can
good
turn into
point.
them. Sarah can turn into one of them.
So wait, let me ask: how are we supposed to hang out in the zoo after closing?
Oh, I have a ton of
without-
places we can hide. I've been in there like most of my life. I've hung. Yeah, that's not an issue. We just need to get in there because I can't sneak you guys all in the back. You got to go in the front gate. I can meet you in there. You guys got your hand stamps on the way out of the zoo, right?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Okay, like you guys have to pay to get in, but apparently
Kenny can pay for us. That's fine.
do I have to pay if I just sneak in?
Oh, I like her.
So do I.
You can certainly try.
What does the stamp look like?
Mine's a giraffe.
I got a hippopotamus.
I'm gonna pull out a marker. I'm gonna hand it to Sarah. Sarah, can you forge these stamps on us?
They're fluorescent, glow in the dark type
Am
things.
I like the only honest
Oh.
person here?
So you're going to defraud a non-profit organization that's out to save animals.
Reggie says
Kenny is
that
not
he
a
will,
good person.
I will buy tickets. I will buy tickets for people
I
to
will
go to the
pay
zoo.
for all the cheapskates from DC.
Once again,
Well-
Jonas's head is in his hands.
I have to admit, like Reg, and been like, your father is the hunter, right? Like it's the same. Okay.
I pull Reggie aside and I say, are we sure about these guys? I mean, we don't know them. They're bringing this whole drow story, and
I don't know. I like him.
we don't even know what this Jonathan guy looks like. I mean,
Actually, we do. He's actually somewhat popular in the magic scene. He's got long, dark hair, dark skin. He's Native American, and he his family makes these healing drafts, and I remember they do good work, not just in DC. And if what they're saying is true, DC is going to need all the help it can effing get.
All right, I'll follow your lead. Brian, what's the chance of us recognizing whether or not this is the human that was pulled away?
It certainly sounds like he matches the description.
And we kind of knew that the other day too, right?
Yeah.
Because Ryan put it together. And
Yeah.
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 But did we know it was a Jonathan at that time?
But you know what I mean?
Well,
No, we just knew it was a man with long dark hair, but the description that triggered something in my mind, like
you're still not
okay.
sure, but you're as sure as you were the other day.
Which is today.
Yes.
Yes.
You're as sure as you were earlier today. You have not gotten more sure.
I know it's today.
But not less sure.
What was that?
That was the creepiest.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to take the place of the clown in my nightmare. We head towards the zoo.
All right. So, Zuki, you go around to one of your many secret entrances. Which animal are you going to visit this time?
Oh, I want to head back towards the wolves because they're the ones I want to talk to anyway
Okay.
because they have the most information. So
You pop back over to the wolves, and once again, when they see you there, enough of them go out into the yard so that nobody notices that you are hiding out in the den. So, Carmen, you're paying for the rest of your crew to go back in?
Yes, I am. All of them.
No, Sarah will pay for herself because
No, Sarah, it's fine. I gotcha.
Can he still disguise self to stamp on?
I will still buy a ticket for Kenny.
Okay, so you walk up and you hold out your hand with the disguised self tattoo or stamp?
Yeah.
He was here earlier, but I'd really like to pay for him again. And I just glare at him.
And like as he's sticking his hand there, it says, they glare at him. He was here earlier, huh?
That's what he says, but I am like handing you money right now.
Thank you. I'm glad someone there is honest, because
Right.
these just so you know, for next time, buddy, it's blacklight marker. It's not just a regular stamp.
Can I subtly have it glow with the light spell? Because I have that spell, and Kenny's not a wise person.
It's a cantrip, so you can cast it without shorting anything out, but it still doesn't look right under the lights.
I've got this, Kenny, and I will just throw
And
down
now-
a
and
lot
now-
more.
Now
I
the
will
guy
throw
is
down
like,
a lot more money than is needed for the 4 of our tickets.
because now the guy is like looking closely at your hand, and he's trying to call some other people over.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket and just end it all. Just end the disguise self on that part and end the light. And
Okay.
then
How
take
much-
my hand
how
back
much-
out when
How much
the
are the
guys
tickets
come over.
each?
Normally $12, but
I will throw down significantly more money than I'm
Okay.
required to get everybody in.
all right. He's like, well, thank you for your donation, ma'am.
You're very welcome. I'm sorry for my idiot friend.
These guys got money.
And you guys head over to the wolf enclosure. Meantime, Zuki, while this is going on and taking longer than it needed to, because what are you? Zuki, what are you up to?
Well, I probably would have told them where to meet me, so I probably would have
Right.
said to meet me by the wolves. So I'm going to hang out until then. I'm going to see if I can talk to some of the other animals around. So I guess I have to cast.
Speak with animals?
Shoot. Woof, woof, woof. I never got a long rest, did I? Okay.
No, you did not.
But I'm okay with that. What I'm going to try to do is get as much information as I can in that 10 minutes, but I don't want to play it out because I don't want to waste time.
Right.
But about the general path that these people have been taking through the zoo in order, because it sounds like this has been happening pretty consistently. And so I'm trying to figure out kind of by talking to enough, the path that they're taking so that we can hide ourselves kind of along that route to try to get to them. So
Okay, so Maya, where do the animals tell them they should start?
So, you all entered from the zebra entrance, which is kind of there are two entrances and both are like front entrances, but the zebra entrance is the one most commonly used because there's a little bit more parking there. But so the snake people or the people with snakes always seem to enter from the giraffe entrance and then go all the way back to the little critters location, which is much closer to the zebra entrance, so it's a little odd to you that they enter from the giraffe side.
Yeah. Do we know
December.
about
Does
what
it look
time
like
they
they're going
enter
to little
in,
critters
or?
to do something and then nothing is changing? They're doing something there and then leaving, or are they bringing things away from each time?
They go into the little critter section, and then a few hours before the first shift, before the first zookeepers come, they leave the exact same way they came.
And are they carrying things or people with them each time, or just once in a while?
Every once in a while, and they don't come every single day. And they sometimes don't leave. It's if someone's coming, they always come shortly after it gets dark, and if they leave, they always leave a few hours before the first zookeeper comes. But it's completely random when they come and when they leave.
Okay. Okay, and then sometimes don't leave.
Yeah.
Okay, and when they don't leave, nobody really knows where they go, or are they exiting later out a different entrance or out the zebra? Sorry,
the zoo animals aren't really sure like what happens to them. They're like there's so many and they all look so similar that they can't really like tell whether the same people are coming and going or if it's different people.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, once they get there, I will convey that to everyone.
Okay.
Knowing that, can we situate ourselves throughout the zoo, like not to speed things along, but can we situate ourselves closer to the entrance where we know the Yonti are coming in from and find appropriate sort of hiding spots?
Yeah, so the closest kind of exhibits to the giraffe entrance are the bird, like avian house and a tropical forest exhibit. So you can hide in either of those places.
Okay, I will the tropical forest exhibit.
And Zuki, you know about some hidey holes in the bird forest, in the bird cage enclosure.
Okay. Yes, but I'm assuming the birdcage enclosure, that's a completely enclosed aviary, and they're not going to be going through that. So it's going to be really hard to get out and get to them.
It's one of those aviaries where it's like you can go in.
Yeah, one of the ones where you go in the one door and you come out the other door, but it's completely closed within it.
Yes, but it's like
So
it's like interposed on a path.
Oh, so you can't go down the path without walking through the aviary.
Right.
Got it. Okay, then I would be okay with hiding there. I just don't want to get stuck and they're walking past me and I can't get out. Okay.
So raise your hand. So there's two options. One is the aviary and one is the tropical forest. Raise your hand if you're going to the aviary.
Is Zuki going to the aviary?
Yes.
Where's Keel going?
Where's he?
Where's Keel going?
I think
Keel is going to the tropical forest.
That's where I'm going, tropical forest.
Okay, sorry. So who's going to the forest?
Keel.
Keel, Reg, Carmen, Nick. And then the other 5 are going to the aviary.
So front line, back line.
Okay, cool. All right, so when we come back from a break, we will see this plan in action. But before the break starts, can we roll that Web of Lies video that's in there? Or is it not in there anymore?
No, it's there. Oh, what a tangled web.
See y'all after the break.
When we first practiced to deceive.
Okay, that should be playing right now, and I don't think we can be heard while it's playing, I
A
hope.
word and Glenn's
Maya,
disguise.
would it help you
caught.
if
They're
we all
trapped.
rolled initiative and had that in the back of our...
Okay, Maya, we are back live. And someone is typing very loudly on our side.
And I
Maya's
can't hear
muted.
Maya.
Maya, I think you muted yourself. Are you pushed to talk? Because the channel is open.
Support small streams.
No, he went to bed.
Oh no, she's through.
She's frozen.
She's frozen. Okay. Well, while she's unfreezing, welcome back, everybody. I will, as the co-assistant to the regional DM, I will just kind of take over, letting you know what's going on. Welcome back. Before the break, our two bands of heroes met up and instantly formed a fast partnership. I wouldn't go much deeper than that. Some of them have admiration for each other, and some of them do not. But that's okay. Got this whole Boston DC rivalry going, and after some discussion and interaction, I think we lost Maya. We'll give her a minute before we go to technical difficulties in case she manages to bounce back. They found their way to the Dunkin' Donuts where they made a plan. And then from the Dunkin' Donuts, they headed to the zoo. And while Zuki was in the zoo talking with her animal friends, trying to find out more details, the party alternately bought and scammed their way through the front gate and met up with her outside the wolf enclosure, where it was decided that the best place to try and catch the Yuan-ti was going to be either the tropical forest or the aviary. Both of which were near the zebra entrance, and so half the party went one way, half the party went the other, and that is where we left our heroes before the break, and Maya is now actually back and functional again, and she's going to pick back up from there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell people you're frozen when you're frozen.
Well, you can let it go.
Thing that you learn. All right. I don't know what that noise was. But so the sun sets, and everyone who is in the forest, first give me a stealth check.
Oh god.
All right, stealth, Keel.
Nat 1.
Oh, Baba.
Reg.
It's a natural 18, and he's roguey rogue, so I'm gonna go like 27 or 28 conservatively.
Okay, Carmen.
27.
All right, Nick.
18 total.
All right, so 3 of you find fucking phenomenal hiding spots, and you're like nothing can find me here. And Keel is standing behind like a lamppost or something, and just like, maybe if I don't move, they won't see me. And
he has his hands over his eyes.
Yeah. and he has his hands over his eyes.
I can't see you, you can't see me.
Exactly. And so you sit until... How long would you sit with nothing happening before you would move?
It depends. I imagine one of us would have like a view to the outside, or at least a signal of some sort. Like, well, we have cell phones, right? So if one of the other group would text us if something was going on, do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Just in case something was happening, and the animals have no concept of time, correct? So they have no idea like around what time of night.
Yeah.
It's just like the sun has gone to sleep. Like, yeah, all right. We'd waited a considerable amount of time, I guess.
Okay. So everyone in the aviary, can you roll stealths? So that is everyone else.
I already did so.
Like father, like son.
Oh no, Zephyr. So Zephyr, what did you get?
10.
Okay. Zuki,
11.
Oh.
Jonas,
14.
Oof, I
Sarah,
26. I'm gone.
do. That's our girl.
and Kenny,
8.
8. All right. So pretty much. So Sarah like goes and she's hiding in like a bush and you can't see her. And everyone else, you just kind of like go like right off the path and are like, hiding.
I don't want to step in bird poop.
Like, if we get too far, like, you know, you're like, if we get too far off the beaten path, then like we're just not gonna be able to see them as easily. So this is fine.
Zuki's distracted by a couple of birds she knows and hasn't
Yeah,
talked to in a while.
It's fine. And so you all sit there, and how long would you sit before doing anything? If nothing is happening.
I'd give myself at least 5 minutes. I'm just kidding.
Zuki would be 2 minutes. She's frozen.
Yeah, no, Zuki in nature would be pretty super patient.
I'm pretty sure Sarah already did infiltration things, and she can sit still pretty long.
Kenny?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Kenny doesn't like nature. He's a city boy.
I was saying, so 10 minutes go by and nothing happens.
I text Reggie. Nothing's happening.
Reggie would kind of come out of the enclosure, sort of do a scan of
So here's a question for you.
maybe there.
Are you walking along the path or are you staying within the exhibit?
I'm staying within the exhibit.
Okay. You don't see anything, like everyone, you know, the zoo is empty except for the animals. And most of the animals, the only animals that are like awake and up at this point are the nocturnal ones.
Is there any way that Zuki can go talk to the nocturnal animals about setting up some sort of alarm system to let us know when they show up?
So much sass.
Ooh, and I don't have that. I can talk to them. I don't have Animal Messenger prepared right now. But still, I can still talk to them and they'll work with me, right? Like if I talk to them, can I arrange that? Or anything?
Sure, you can arrange that.
Cool. So, now would I need to talk to, because the birds cannot get out to get over to the other place, so I'm probably going to have to hop back and forth between the two places, which means I'm going to have to do something between the two places.
Yeah, so as soon as so if you're walking back and forth, you have to be on the path.
Okay.
And as soon as you step foot on the gravel sidewalky path, immediately all of the animals in both zones change. Their eyes go a glassy green, and they start freaking out. And so everyone in the bird exhibit, I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
I still consider...
I'll say you're out. You just walked outside of the bird exhibit. As hundreds of birds start flying around and just flapping around everywhere.
So while they're rolling, what's happening in the other enclosure so the other group can roll?
So and then in the other enclosure, most of the tropical, the only tropical animals that are currently like up and doing stuff are the monkeys, and just like in the bird exhibit, their eyes go that glassy green, and they start hurling poop at the forest people. So I need you all to also make dexterity saving throws. So Sarah, what did you get?
26.
26. Okay. So you and I'm guessing like, yeah, and with your roguey skills, you're completely out of the way, and you watch as the birds just start going crazy, and you just kind of like back up against the wall. Kenny.
7.
7. A bunch of the birds start flying like straight past you, and their wings cut you like knives, and you take 10 points of slashing damage as they just swarm around you, and some of them peck at you, and their wings slice at you. Jonas.
It's 15.
15. Okay. You only take 5 points of damage as you're able to dodge out of the way mostly. And Zephyr.
20.
20. Okay. So you also only take 5 points of slashing damage. Is that everyone in the bird exhibit? Yes. So now in the forest exhibit, Reggie.
24.
24. All right, and I'm guessing you're going to also use evasion in those roguey skills. So not a single bit of monkey poo gets on your immaculately dressed person.
As far as I'm concerned, this is the best use of my skills I've ever utilized. Period.
Keel.
It's 19.
19. All right. So you managed to also not get any poop on you, as you kind of dodge out of the way. Carmen.
23.
That's
You just again. None of this is getting on you.
Instead of running between the raindrops, she's running between the poop drops.
That's such a bad. Nick.
16.
16. All right, and so the monkeys apparently, in their tired state, have absolutely horrible aim, and you all kind of run out and back and kind of onto the path.
okay. Are we running towards the exit to the exhibit?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it safe to say that both of you are running back to the main road?
Yes.
Because the road kind of splits to go through the two exhibits and then reforms back together.
Kenny doesn't run. He dimensions doors away because he's getting cut up by birds.
Quick question. The poop, is it all over the ground now?
It is all over the ground now.
Okay.
But with all of your dexterity saves, you managed to roll. You managed to kind of roll with the punches, avoid stepping in any of it, and avoid slipping and falling. And so you all kind of, at about the same rates, give or take, rush together. Some members of the party bleeding, others completely fine.
Teleported there. Boom.
I don't wait. I immediately start scanning the environment to see what sort of being could have caused that much destruction.
Give me a perception check.
29. My perception.
You see literally the only thing that you notice that could have triggered this was Zuki. You don't see any humanoids or magical creatures around. It was but you're pretty sure that the second that Zuki stepped onto the path was the second that the animals started going crazy.
Kind of like a magical pressure plate.
An alarm system.
Oh.
Do I get a perception to see if I noticed that?
Sure.
Or honestly, what she would immediately do is look around for any animals that look normal to ask them, does this happen a lot? But
give me a perception check.
Okay. That one.
Absolutely none of the animals look normal.
And you're so stressed out over the fact that all of these animals are being twisted against their nature that you're just too upset and bothered to really ferret out a good one.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do if I don't see anything is I'm going to head back towards my friends in the aviary to see if I can help them. So I'm going to be stepping off that pressure plate possibly anyway.
Okay,
Well,
so as
they're
you
actually
go,
heading to the gravel path, waving at birds. They're attacking us.
yeah, so as you go into the aviary, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw because they're still going crazy.
15 plus 2, 17.
17. Okay, so you take 5 points of damage as you sprint through, and even though you're you're kind of on the path the entire time, but even as you go back through the aviary, they still remain crazy.
Maya, can I try something?
Sure.
Can I try the floor is lava and yell at everyone to get off of the gravel path itself, like benches, garbage cans, signposts, just off of the main path?
Does everyone comply to the floor is lava?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so
Kenny? I didn't hear Kenny agree.
I will, but can I cast fly? Because I want to be extra.
Oh,
You
that
can't fly
Kenny
on yourself.
is extra.
Kenny is extra.
I will
That's
cast fly myself using my guitar.
all right. So as everyone gets off of the beaten path, as you stop walking on the gravel, all of the birds and all of the monkeys in that last section immediately stop doing what they were doing.
Are their eyes still glowing?
Well, you're outside of those sections. You ran past them.
Oh my god, this is clever. Is this is this the equivalent of putting like a string on the ground with a bell on it to attract like a hunter? Like, is this to show them that there's prey about?
Was this a trap?
Clearly, it was.
No, I don't mean the animals, but the whole bringing Jonathan here. Was this a trap to lure us all here?
I've got you all.
Oh shit! It's Nick. No. I don't know. What I might like to do though is have everyone sort of keep hiding, and I will just make a fool of myself. I don't know if they could have managed to think that they would draw all of us here to this moment, but if this is what draws the hunter out, I would rather get them out in the open and unleash holy hell upon them.
So we're all standing on benches and trash cans. Where are we supposed to hide?
Good point. I will hop onto the main gravel part of the road and just start walking up and down.
Who's the lightest looking member?
How about the person? You're walking back on the gravel?
Yes.
Okay, so in Brian, this is your section.
Okay, so you're walking on the gravel, and how far are you walking? Just along the path that you were told that they followed?
Yes.
In the zoo. So you come to the Outback Trail.
Like Australian Outback?
Like Australian Outback.
No, the steakhouse.
Like snakes and drop bears sort of thing?
Yeah.
Drop bears.
Tracy is very proud of me for
There's a
dropping
long story about drop bears. We don't have time for it.
I look back at Keel and sort of nod my head at the sign, and I also look back at Carmen and look at the sign and say snakes. Yeah?
Why did it have to be snakes?
I will pull out my rapier and sort of start cautiously walking down the Outback Trail.
Okay. Is anybody else following you, or just you?
I'll follow.
I'll follow from the air.
Can I follow stealthily?
You can. You will be back on the path, though.
You want me to carry you
There's
over the path?
What?
Is there
I'm
any
currently
way-
in the air. I can pick you up and Superman carry you to where you need to go.
Thanks, but no thanks? I prefer to have my feet on the ground.
Okay, so
Right,
Sarah and Reg and Carmen are on the ground, and Kenny is going by air.
Yep.
And nobody is actually on the path right now?
Everyone. All of those people that he just mentioned are on the path, making their way towards the outback section.
And there are no animals around us being all green-eyed and loopy?
Yeah, you notice that they seem to be on a different section of the path, and none of the animals around you are going crazy right now.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to stick with the group, of course, but...
Yep, same here.
I
But
think
I'm
it's a.
mentioning to Reggie, like, if we get into, like, loopy animal territory again, like, I'm wondering if I wild-shaped, if... Like, it could really work against us, but, like, if I wild-shaped, if I would be able to go down the path, or if it would make me all green-eyed and scary.
So here's my thought. Let's say you're a predator and you want to get a group of prey to get to where you want them to go, and you're not within the magical realm, even if you are within the magical realm. What if the animals are the funnel to this chute? What if them freaking out is to push you toward a certain direction? What if all paths lead to this path? So maybe you should be careful about wild shape, but I'm wondering if it's localized to get us to this point. I need somebody who is very good at perception to be watching our back, and I need somebody with very good perception to be watching the sides, because I don't know where this attack is going to come from.
Okay,
Are there-
I'll take one of those.
Are there any other ways into this outback exhibit? Or is it just that one entrance that
The
we're
one
on
the one
path
entrance
to?
that you're on the path to. And you guys start walking into the Outback exhibit, and Kenny, you start flying into the Outback exhibit, and I need all four of you to make perception checks for me.
Ooh,
21.
26.
Oh, did you go with them, Zuki?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then 5 of you to make perception checks.
Cool, still 26.
Okay. And
13?
13 for Carmen. Reg, you said 21?
Aye, sir.
Sarah?
I rolled a 2, so 1.
Oh. Oof. Kenny?
11.
Okay. Zuki, you and Reg are walking along, and as you're walking carefully along the path, you notice the ground keeps shimmering and doing weird things. And so you stop to pause and look at it, and it stops shimmering, and then you cross, and it shimmers again. And it seems to be, you're trying to figure out what the pattern of shimmering is, and you turn around to tell Sarah and Carmen this, just as they step on a shimmer and sink into what looks like quicksand. And Kenny, you're like, hey, look out, and you start to swoop down, and you're so busy noticing them sinking into quicksand, you don't notice the vine snaking out around your torso. And so the two of you are sinking in quicksand, and Kenny, you are being wrapped up by a vine. And you guys notice as this happens, Zuki, you notice a snake with greenish glowing eyes slithering along the vine, and Reg, you notice some unfriendly looking Australian type spiders crawling along the surface of the quicksand towards where the two are sinking. What do you guys do?
Okay, I'm gonna slash at the vine.
Okay, he's flying, so you'll need to either fly up or climb what is trying to entangle him.
Well, then I'm probably better off trying to help the people in the quicksand since I can't fly. But none of us that are here together can fly.
Brian, the eyes of the animals that we see, is it similar to the eyes of the animals that were like just regular animals, or are their eyes shimmering to the same frequency as the ground?
Nope, their eyes look very, very similar to the way that the birds and monkeys were, you might almost say, possessed or just to use a word that Cali Dragon loves, ensorcelled.
Okay.
Yes, I am
don't-
pleased with myself.
I'm very pleased with you. I will take off my coat. I will yell at who's ever closest to me in the quicksand to try to remain calm, try not to struggle, and I will lay on the ground away from the quicksand and try to throw my coat to them and pull them out of the quicksand.
Okay, roll me a d6. Odds, it's Sarah. Evens, it's Carmen.
Okay. 6.
Okay, so Carmen.
Carmen.
Heath.
Okay.
I will grab it.
Okay, so Reg, this is going to be athletics to pull Carmen out.
Oh, thank God. Okay. No, I'm not good at athletics.
I was
It's just
gonna say-
not acrobatics.
I am sure, because this is almost entirely strength-based here, because you're laying flat and you're just using your brute force to pull her
It's
free.
not bad. It's a 13,
Okay,
which is considerably good.
all right, you are starting to pull her out. Zuki, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pull off my sweatshirt and attempt the same thing, even though I really suck at acrobatics too, like really bad. No, it's athletics.
Athletics that you suck at. yes.
Athletics.
Oh, I'm even worse at that.
Yeah, okay, so you go and you... Okay, so Sarah, you are slowly being pulled out of the quicksand as well. Kenny, what are you doing while all this is going on? And are any of you... Obviously, you're not texting the rest of the group, but is anybody calling out?
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
I was like, get your asses down here!
Can I attempt to counter ensorcel the snake?
Doing what?
Hypnotic gaze, the enchantment thing that I got the item for. As long as the creature's within 5 feet of me,
Ooh.
as an action, choose one creature that you can see within 5 feet of you. If the target can see or hear you, must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or be charmed by you until the end of your next turn. Each turn, they can keep it up. When charmed by this way, their speed drops to 0 and they are incapacitated.
Maya?
Sure.
Okay. So, Maya, give me a wisdom save for the snake.
And by the way, Kenny's gonna pretend like he's gonna basically emulate Harry Potter and just start being like and thinks he's speaking Parseltongue, but in reality he's just making a bunch of weird noises that make
I
no
rolled a
sense.
natural 1.
All right, so the snake stops moving towards you and is frozen. You are still entangled by the vine, but you do not have a deadly venomous snake crawling towards you anymore. The rest of you
Sounds
guys
good.
hear this screaming.
Well, I'm trying to get a picture of the situation where we're at. We were watching them as they were going into the outback area. I'm sure we were watching them.
You were watching them, but you can't see them from where you are inside the enclosures that you stayed hidden in.
Okay, well,
As soon as we hear him scream, we're obviously
Yeah, but basically what Reg's plan was you guys hide, and then when the attack comes, you all jump out and attack the thing that's attacking them. So you're kind of watching their 6, but they're a little far ahead of you to be able to see what they are specifically doing. You just hear screaming saying, "Get your asses out here."
well, we're going to get our asses out there, I'm hoping.
Okay, so you guys go sprinting down the path.
Well,
along the side of the path.
heading in that direction to see if we can determine what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to jump right in the middle of a fight anywhere.
No,
You know,
but
be keeping myself back enough to be able to do some support, though.
you're certainly running in the sound in the direction of the sound of the screams.
Correct.
Yeah, because we're still playing the path as lava, right?
So Nick, Zephyr, Keel, and Jonas all stay off the path, but run in that direction. So we'll say your round is getting in sight of what's going on. So you can now see what is happening. Reg and Zuki, I will give you guys each another athletics check to see if you can get them the rest of the way out before the spiders get there.
Can we help?
Not really, because if you try to pull, you could pull them in. Your
Okay.
best bet is to go limp and not struggle when you're in quicksand. So if there's something that you can do about the spiders that does not require you to move around a lot, then yes. So if you or Carmen have a suggestion of a thing you want to try, that's absolutely fine.
I mean, how close are these spiders?
They're going to be there soon.
How close are they?
Probably maybe 10 feet away.
So I could very easily get the hell out of this quicksand.
Okay.
Let me just double check it really quick.
Can I hide from the spiders?
No.
Then I can do shit.
You're not really in a position to hide from anything because you would have to move yourself into a position. I mean, unless you wanted to hide under the quicksand, that you could do.
Nope. Nope.
All right, Zuki, do you want to try pulling Sarah?
Yes, I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Can I do something before she does that?
Well, Zuki's pulling Sarah. Reg is helping you. So,
okay.
Zuki, you double down, like you just reach into those reserves and you just yank hard and drag Sarah across out of the quicksand and across the ground toward you, just as the spiders swarm into the space where she was. Carmen.
I'm going to tell Reggie I'm going to let go of it, the thing that he's using to get me out, and tell Reggie to help get Sarah, and then I'm going to teleport out of the quicksand and do a flurry of blows at one of the spiders.
Okay, these aren't giant spiders, these are normal spiders, and it is a fairly sizable swarm of spiders, so doing that would put you in range of a lot of spiders.
Like, what's a lot?
50?
That's a lot, okay.
So, just a big swarm of spiders?
Yes.
Okay, but they're going to be on us in, like, seconds anyway, right?
Yes.
They're only, like, 10 feet away, right?
Yep. Reg might be able to pull you out, though.
It's up to you, dear.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to punch at spiders.
Okay, so you teleport free and get to the far side of the group of spiders and go ahead and roll me a flurry of blows on some spiders.
While she's rolling, a special thanks to Astromancer for homebrewing the Way of the Plastered Dragon.
Yes.
That is currently being test-driven by our very own Carmen.
So I rolled 16 for both attacks.
Okay, so you splatter 2 spiders.
I want to do something weird.
Okay.
I thought about it a second ago, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. Okay. I want to wild shape into a giant spider and intimidate them. And maybe even cast out a web if I need to, but I want to like be a BA like. Rah.
Okay. All right.
BA Baraka spider.
Stats.
Okay. Let's see. Giant spider, huh?
Yeah. So I've got the stats and everything.
Okay.
And I can do a web like thing.
So what is the strength of a giant spider?
It's 14.
Okay, so that would be a +2. I would probably give you. Would you say advantage or a circumstance bonus for intimidating smaller spiders?
I'll give her advantage.
All right, intimidation at advantage.
Look at me. Look
is
at me.
Is it my intimidation or is it the
Giant
spider?
spider's intimidation.
Oh, it's really bad. No, that's in. Sorry. Ooh,
intimidation is strength.
Strength.
Oh, got it. Okay, so that's why it was the +2. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
That's why I was asking about your strength. Yes.
Yep. I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh.
I will say that the spiders pause for a second because they were not expecting a giant spider. And so, Carmen, if you wanted to use your movement to run away, I'll say that there's not any opportunity attacks on you booking it away from these spiders.
Sure.
While Zuki turns into a giant spider. It causes enough confusion to basically freeze everything at this moment.
They're not scared of her. They're just really confused as to where this big spider came from and why it's literally making the noise.
which is not really a spider sound, and also how they're trying to figure out how they should feel about this. And yeah, for some reason it's waving its mandibles. It almost looks like it's trying to dance.
Yeah, I'll move away from the spiders and say, guys, help.
And so you see the rest of you that have come up upon the entrance to the Outback enclosure. You see part of the group. You see Sarah, Reg, Carmen, and a giant spider going down one part of the path.
Oh God! They just see a giant spider.
No, they came up and they saw her change.
Okay, good.
Because that just happened. And you see Kenny kind of lashed to a tree with a snake docilely just sitting looking at him like this, with green glowy eyes.
Don't step in the quicksand!
Can we tell what they're guying at?
Oh yeah, you see the swarm of spiders on the ground.
Can I, because Kenny is currently entangled?
Yep.
Right? Can I try to, I guess, climb the tree and
it's
back
in the other direction. You might be you'd have to try and run through spiders to get to him.
It's not worth it.
Can I hide? Can I hide and I don't know how to say that.
You want to try and sneak past. You want to try and sneak past the spider. 'Cause it's mostly open ground.
Okay.
It's not like there's spots to hide. Again, I mean, you could try, but it would be difficult.
Okay. Then I'll try to aim my crossbow at the
vine?
snake.
Oh, at the snake. Okay.
Well, the snake, because I guess the snake can, like,
All right.
eat his face.
Go ahead. Roll an attack on the snake. What are the other three
The
of you
snake is
doing?
incapacitated as well, so.
And we can tell that the spiders are aggressive and is what is causing all the issue for him right now.
Yes,
Correct?
you can tell that the spiders in the quicksand are two big issues. Yes.
Is there a way to cast a spell with a 10-foot radius that would only encompass the spiders without hitting anybody else?
Absolutely.
I start singing, and I don't know if it's my turn yet or not.
It is,
but
sure.
You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Anyways, I cast Shatter,
Okay.
where it would encompass where the spiders are at.
All right, go ahead. Well, you don't even need to roll damage. They are regular spiders, and they just all explode in spider guts all across the... Just splat, 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 splat. Meantime...
I love this guy.
Did any hit Carmen? I'm just kidding.
Hey, did any of it hit me?
Any of the spider guts? Do you want any of the spider guts to hit you?
I'd prefer not.
Then no. Sarah, go ahead. Give me an attack roll on the snake.
Yeah, 25.
Okay. You hit the snake, and the snake is dead, and it just falls off of the vine and drops to the ground, and its eyes go back to normal.
We are the worst people. We're just in here murdering animals.
Okay.
So, Keel, Jonas, are either of you doing anything?
Both Keel and Jonas are rushing up to help out in any way they can, feeling kind of useless.
So basically, the one thing that looks like it needs to be done is Kenny is literally up a tree and tangled up in a vine. So the one thing that is needed is for someone to cut Kenny down.
Jonas would summon his flame blade and cut Kenny down.
Okay. And you're still flying, Kenny, so when the vine cuts free, you're hovering in the air.
Yep.
And let's see, Reg and Zuki, since the two of you were the ones that noticed the quicksand, I will give you both insight checks as you watch the ground shimmering.
Nat 20.
24.
So the two of you are sitting there watching the quicksand and comparing notes, and at the same moment you both realize that it's a pattern of the shimmers. And you know, it's like it's here 1 second, then 3 seconds it's over there, and then 5 seconds it's this spot, and you work together, and using that spare piece of paper that Zuki took from the scratch pad on the fridge, you draw out the path. And that happened last episode of Something Wicked, for people who don't know. She actually did steal an extra piece of paper because she said you don't know when you need to take notes. And
I'm just curious where she's hiding it on the giant spider at this time.
I would
thorax, duh.
She changed. Do you change back or?
Yeah. Yes.
She changes back to communicate this information and draws out a map with a timing diagram so that you all know how to get across the quicksand without sinking. And you make it through the outback enclosure and you come out to the other side. And Maya, where did they come out to?
Can't hear you.
Push to talk.
They come out right next to a petting zoo. And you know that the little critters are kind of on the other side of the petting zoo.
All right,
The little critters reptile enclosure, that is.
Right, of course. Sorry, that wasn't clear. The little critter reptile enclosure.
Oh, is there any way to get to the little critter reptile that petting zoo?
I mean, so yes and no. You do not have to physically walk through where the petting zoo is, but you'd have to walk on the path that kind of surrounds it, that normally the parents kind of stand around.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, Reggie walks toward Maya's evil petting zoo.
Wait, you've been to the zoo before, right? Do you know specifically where the animals are and where they will be?
Me? Yeah. I mean, I know how the zoo's always been set up. I've been there 1,000
What
times.
if the animals can't see us?
Oh, trying to get around. Well, in a petting zoo area, is there a place we could go where they wouldn't see us? Because
I'm talking about, what if I put a cloud, a fog, over the animals? They can't see us as we're walking through.
Oh, fog cloud. I've heard good things about this.
So that way they can't see us and just can't do whatever it is they do.
It's a pretty open area.
Carmen gets bored and walks forward.
Okay, can you make an intelligence saving throw for me?
That's gonna go real well. Then?
Alright, you walk through and you think you hear an owl or something, and you stop and you look around, and then you're like, all of the animals from the petting zoo got taken in for the night to a barn. There's absolutely nothing here. And you just keep walking and nothing happens.
Guys, there's nothing here. Come on.
Oh, darn it. I was really hoping for Maya's evil petting zoo.
Yeah.
Reg walks through, follows Carmen in stride.
I shall follow.
What you guys? Don't know what you guys are worried about. God.
Petting zoo. Duh.
Right.
Chinese has cure wounds on himself and then go through. He doesn't trust this.
Alright, so you go through and you arrive at the entrance to the little critters reptile house. And the door is closed. The lights are off. And if you try to open it, the door is locked.
What's the door made of?
It's it's wood, and it's carved wood, so it's carved with snakes and bearded dragons and lizards and all kinds of reptiles, just with kind of cartoony, so they're smiling and looking very happy.
Jonas nods to Keel, and they both step forward and kick the door at the same time.
Okay, I
need
see
to
it
see
now.
the hat action.
I see it now.
All right. Roll me
Told
strength
you.
plus proficient. Roll me athletics with advantage for whoever has a higher.
Whoever has higher athletics.
Yeah. And if they have the same, then that's just creepy.
No, they don't have the same.
Okay.
24.
Okay, this is a mostly decorative door, and the lock is like, you know, if someone managed to get into the zoo, like past their normal zoo security, then they weren't expecting them to be stopped by this. And the door just, you know, like Hagrid from the first Harry Potter movie, it just
God damn it!
completely
I gotta fix that now.
Squished Harry
I-
Potter.
I am gonna slow clap and just say, "Well done."
I'm gonna go down and start mending the door together.
That's my boy.
The door isn't broken, it's just off its hinges.
I'm gonna mend. Okay.
You just go in.
What do we see inside?
Everyone make perception checks.
Nice.
24.
Also 24.
All right, anyone, raise your hand if you roll higher than a 20. All right, so those who rolled higher than a 20, the thing that catches your eye is a "Do Not Enter" sign. Just on the others, like kind of, you know, past one of the snake exhibits. All of the lights are in here are on, which is like a little bit weird, but you know, maybe they need to like keep the snakes warm and the other reptiles warm. So
I've been ignoring the "Do Not Enter" signs for years at this place, so.
It's true.
That does not stop me because I do not know how
I
to
don't
read.
even see them anymore.
okay, yeah. So do you walk over to the "Do Not Enter" sign?
Yes.
All ahead.
All right. The minute you touch it,
Maya?
yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought you froze again.
No, sorry. I'm toggling to D&D Beyond, which this episode is also
Suki
brought to you
touch
by.
Suki touches it.
I mean, let's be honest. I'd touch it too, so I'd probably be right up there with her.
I rolled a nat 1 in perception, so I'm not even looking at a door.
Couple touchers. Double touchers.
Duh.
So the minute you touch the door, you hear the shattering of glass behind you as a snake breaks free of the glass. And as it slithers closer to you, it gets bigger and bigger until it's 7-8 feet tall.
And Nick, this snake, while you don't recognize this specific one, you've definitely seen someone like this before at a bar when you got really drunk and got your ass kicked.
Oh, it's on. It's on like Pit Kong.
I would say, and as it's slithering closer, two arms with long fingernails kind of protrude from the torso, and a second head sprouts out, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, until there are 6 heads, kind of all 6 snake heads, all coming from the same snake torso. And with that, we are going to go into initiative, which we do at intermission. At the top of initiative is Nick.
Okay, I would like to take a swing at this sucker.
Okay.
Let's see, will a 24 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
And Jonas, you're on deck.
Alright, so I will also use my Channel Divinity. So initial damage is 11 plus 19. And that's necrotic. And then as a bonus action, I will
And this time, I think the rest of your party does notice that you did necrotic damage to something.
Okay, bonus action.
Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay.
and that will end it.
All right, Jonas.
Right. Jonas is going to step forward and take 2 swings at it
Okay.
with his flame blade sword. First one to hit is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then the second swing is a 16 to hit.
That will just barely hit.
Sweet. The first one I'm actually going to expend a spell slot, so it'll do an Eldritch Smite. So that deals a total of a lot. 5, 10, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 29, 32 points of damage, and it is knocked prone.
Okay.
And then the follow-up swing deals a total 9, 12, total of 18 damage.
Okay. Now it is time for Reg.
Who is currently muted.
Yeah.
Reg, you're mute.
I'm going to try to get insight on this thing. So it'll be my insight versus its deception or charisma.
Okay.
And that is a 20.
It rolled a 17, so...
Ooh, that's very good. So I will...
That means it wins, right?
No, it rolled a 17 with bonuses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so I did not get insight.
No, you did get insight.
Oh, I did. Okay. I will go ahead and take a hit at it with my rapier, which I believe is at advantage because it's prone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled 2 18s. Okay. So that hits. Let me do this. Roll my d8. 10, 21, 22, 28 points of damage.
Okay. So now, out of out of the court, you're all focused on the 6-headed snake in front of you. That you don't notice 3 humanoid snake people coming out, and it is now their turn. So, Dad, do you want to be the first one?
Sure. Let's see. Is anybody within range, or are they going to use their longbows?
Longbows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. There's what, 8 possible targets?
Yes, there are.
Oh wait, no, it's 9 because Keel counts twice, or Atavistic counts twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kenny, you've got an arrow coming at you.
Cool. It hits.
Does it? Okay.
Is it above a 10? It's above a 10, yeah.
Your armor class is 10?
My armor class is 11.
Oh.
Oofa doof.
Kenny has
How
0
has it
dexterity.
survived
This long.
Yo, Fluffy!
Kenny,
Staying in the back. Charming.
you take 13 points of piercing damage, Kenny.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Who does the next one attack, Maya?
Push to talk.
I think they're all going to attack Kenny.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I'll roll
You
two.
can't kill
I'll roll
Kenny.
2 more. One has a nat 1, we'll say his bowstring breaks, but the other one definitely hits him.
Something missed me.
And each one has 2 longbow attacks.
Oh, shit. So that's 10 more points.
Okay.
We'll say that the one whose bowstring breaks, he doesn't get a second attack, but I'll roll the second attacks for the other 2. One of them actually misses because I rolled a 3, but the other one got a nat 19. So, Kenny, you take 13 more points of piercing damage.
By the way, for my concentration on fly, I rolled a 7, so I also fall.
Okay.
God.
How high up were you?
How high is the ceiling?
It's not that high.
However high, like halfway between the floor and the ceiling, so however high that would be.
Give me an acrobatics check to see whether you're prone or not.
He is acrobatic. He is not dexterous, but he is acrobatic. Don't ask me how that works.
I won't.
Not very well.
14.
Okay, you managed to land on your feet with 4 arrows sticking out of you.
It's fine. I'm still standing.
I'm still standing.
And that's their turn.
All right, heal.
And we'll say the one that wasn't able to shoot a second shot tried to close with you guys, even though it can't get its second attack in. It drew its scimitars and came in close.
How far away are the 3 with the bows?
So one of them is close enough that Keel could probably close the distance, and the other ones are about 40 feet away.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Misty Step, put myself within closing distance of the 2 archers, and I'm going to swing at the first one.
Okay.
Right. 2 attacks per action. So first one, that's going to be an 18 to hit.
Hit.
And then the second strike is going to be, wow, nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh, there he is.
All right. First hit deals total of 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second, oh, nice. 19 points of damage on the follow-up.
Okay. So a total of 26. Okay. Nice turn.
All right, Sarah.
Yes, I'm gonna get in melee with the 6-headed snake.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
That's my girl.
And it's 27 to hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my sneak attacks on him.
Okay.
Shoo. It's 4d6, right? Yeah.
It is now, yeah.
Love the rogue solidarity.
Reg is like, I know how much damage a sneak attack is.
Well, I just got that 4d6.
Right?
I got a support.
I accidentally said snake attack instead of sneak attack.
Close enough.
Snake attack.
Right. She is attacking a snake.
Snick.
So 28.
Okay.
And then the snake that was coming towards us, I'm gonna attack with my crossbow.
Okay.
24.
That hits.
And it's just a normal attack. So 10.
Okay. That's on one of your snake people. Pops. All right, Kenny Brown.
Okay, Ken's gonna take out his guitar. He's gonna strum a little bit and cast Spark Skin on himself. So now his AC is 16 and not 11.
That's probably a little bit better.
And then for his bonus action, he's gonna use Mantle of Inspiration. He's gonna sing. I'm gonna take you all on a ride. Hold on. I'm gonna take you on a ride in my big green tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster. Out to the woods and down through the pasture. As long as I'm here, that's all that really matters.
And all the snakes died. or killed themselves.
It's like Mars attacks. All of their heads explode.
And I'm gonna. So, hold on. I need to look at how. I need to look at how
I
many.
don't remember what Mantle of Inspiration does.
So, Keel can move without provoking an opportunity attack. Kenny can move without provoking opportunity attacks. I have to pick 5 people. Zuki, Carmen, and Zephyr. All of them can move without provoking opportunity attacks right now. So they have to do it right now. And
So they get a free move,
Yes.
which doesn't provoke an opportunity attack, is what you're saying.
Correct.
Got
And we get temporary hit points. We get 8 temporary hit points. And Kenny's gonna use his movement to get as far away from all the snakes as possible.
Cool. So that's. I will let you know in your head whether you were moving or not, because we're not really using a map right now anyway. So if you moved, you moved. And if you were one of those people that he mentioned, you get 8 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Zephyr, you're up.
Looking at the situation here, I'm actually going to start playing a pretty raucous riff on my guitar and start whispering to that one snake that just advanced. Now, is he in attack range of everybody else that's there right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to start whispering to him, and treacherous thoughts you are fearing, mine's darkness so easily finds. I intrude on your thoughts, and I'm sending whispers to entangle your mind, and I'm casting dissonant whispers upon him.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
21.
Yeah, you dog. All right.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
Doesn't he take like half damage from the dissonant whispers still? It's just
That's
he's not.
what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
He takes
right
half
now.
damage.
Yes.
He's just not afraid.
Okay.
He doesn't have to move away.
Right.
6, 7, 8. So that'll be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Anything with your bonus?
Just making sure I'm staying out of range. There's not any other spells or anything I can do right now.
Inspiration. Do you want to?
Oh, inspiration. Yeah, let's throw some inspiration over on. Let's do it on Kill.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you bet. I am getting a weird echo. I don't know if anybody else is hearing that.
I am.
Okay. So, singing to Kill. Only your steel will win us this day. Fiery heart of the brave. Pure heart will bring them to truth. Is it your heart full of fire or the steel of your blade? Sorry, no voice tonight.
That was
Dude,
good.
that was great.
I'd buy the album.
You guys are too kind.
All right, so that's inspiration for Keel.
No, it's not.
And that's a D8 Keel.
Thank you.
So the monster that I'm not going to name.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I have Jonas? I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Still funny. Still funny.
I'm so glad.
That is a 23.
Okay, so you are not frightened.
Good.
It is going to make Sarah's close.
Yeah. I'm assuming it also stands up.
It is going to first stand up. Thank you. Uh, 24 to hit.
Yes.
And I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Okay. You take 13 points of slashing damage as one of its claws rakes across your chest, and it goes to hit you with its other one, but you duck out of the way.
I'm gonna half the damage on the attack.
Okay, and then it is going to do a flurry of bites attack. Who else is close by?
Me.
Jonas is right up in his face.
All right, we'll do Jonas a flurry of bites.
No, Jonas Misty stepped over to the archers.
Keel did.
Oh, Keel Misty
Keel
stepped.
did.
Sorry.
Come on, Brian. It's easy. Jonas did this. Keel did this.
I can't see the print on the hat from where I'm sitting because I have.
All right, that's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh.
Maya,
Yeah.
it was 13 points, so do I have to 6 or 7?
You have to 7.
Okay.
So this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You take 21 points of piercing damage and 5 points of poison damage. And I actually rolled ridiculously low on the poison damage. So, like, that should be way higher. As all 6 of its heads just chomp down on Jonas. And it's gonna do its constrict attack on Reg. The 14, does that hit?
Like my AC?
Yes.
Oh, no, that doesn't.
You are rolling like crap.
I am.
Thank you.
It's really bad, and I'm using Sidekick, so like I don't have any physical dice to blame, which might be the problem. Yeah. So, the snake tries to wrap its tail around you, but you like kind of like sidestep out of the way, and I'm like, that's nothing on you. Zuki, you're up.
And Carmen is on deck before we round around to the top of initiative.
You might be on mute.
Am I back?
You're
okay. I'm going to conjure Wizard Beans. I'm going to conjure 8 pixies.
Oh, God.
Try to get them to turn to polymorph.
You have to roll initiative for them and see where they land in initiative order.
And I want to try to say what.
You can tell us if you.
Ever unfreeze.
Carmen, why don't you roll your action while she's having technical difficulties to keep this moving?
I'm going to try to get them to call. Oh, crap. Hello? Hello?
I think she's back.
You're back?
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to turn that 6-headed snake into a 6-headed worm. Like a little worm, it's cute. Like little 6 heads.
Okay, what's the initiative of the pixies?
Okay, so I need to roll initiative for all 8 of them, correct?
Just one initiative.
Could you imagine an initiative's already insane enough. We're not adding 8 more individuals.
What do I add for initiative to them? Because it doesn't say anything on
Their dex, whatever their dex is, you should have a stat for their dex.
15.
So they will loop around at slot 15 in the next round initiative.
So, Carmen.
All right, so we've got the snake with the 6 heads and then 2 people.
Uh-oh, we lost somebody.
We lost Zuki.
Tracy.
She'll be back.
I wonder what's going on with her camera. Should we try to lend her a different camera for next time and see if it's the camera or the laptop?
We could try. It's definitely our internet. Like, the entire neighborhood is experiencing issues.
Oh, yay.
And on web night, ugh, they know we stream.
I know.
Carmen,
All right, so there's the snake with 6 heads and then 2 snake people, yeah?
there's 3 snake people.
Okay. Is anybody engaged with any of the snake people?
Keel is engaged.
Keel's actually moved back towards the group when the Mantle of Inspiration just.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will. My hands burst into flames, and then I teleport to the 6-headed snake and do flurry of blows.
Okay.
First attack is a 17, and the second attack is a 20.
Those both hit.
Yeah, they do.
And this is one of the 2 with the longbows?
No, this is the 6-headed guy.
Oh, the 6-headed guy. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
It's okay. Can I say how much? While she's adding damage, can I just say how much I've missed co-DMing with you, Dad?
I know, right?
It's so much fun.
We'll do it again. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do a co-DM'd one-shot.
That'd be fun. I really want to do a bard shot.
So it's 8 normal damage.
Okay.
And 8 fire damage. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna do it again.
Cool.
We're doing a sequel.
We're back by popular demand.
22 for the first attack, and the second attack misses.
Okay.
And that's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
And that's it. I'll stay where I'm at.
Don't you get? Oh no, you missed on the second one. All right, we're looping back around. Oh, first off, it's gonna be the lair action. So can I have Sarah, Carmen, Reg, and Keel all roll me dexterity saving throws.
Nat 20.
23.
21.
Okay.
That is 8 for Keel.
Ouch.
All right, so Keel, a bunch of snakes begin to crawl. Well, this happens to everyone, but it only affects Keel. A bunch of snakes begin to crawl out of all of their cages, and they wrap around your legs and arms and constrict against you, and you are now restrained. So it is Nick's turn.
Okay, so I am standing next to the big baddie, and I will try to go for a touch.
Is this on the 6-headed one?
The 6-headed one, yes.
Cool.
Let's see, 16.
Reach out and
23.
touch
23 hurts.
Okay,
somebody's scales.
this will be 6d10.
Make
Whoa.
this snake shrivel up if you can.
That's a scary spell.
What spell are you casting there, Nick? As if I didn't know.
Just it's a one I got here.
Yeah,
it's
right,
on the
right.
page.
Necrotic damage, isn't it?
It's I don't know. I think they call it like the wound giver or inflict wounds or something like that. At level 4.
The wound giver.
Jeez. The wound giver.
Yeah, Wicked Peeps, you definitely don't remember seeing Nick do anything like this before. As he touches this snake, and just blood erupts from everywhere where his fingers touch it. It just ruptures, and blood sprays out of this snake thing.
Yeah.
Onto all of us.
And you think you see his hand glow with a little bit of blackish energy when he does it.
All right, so it's 48 points of damage.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts it a lot. Yeah,
Reggie
no.
will remember this.
I think I know who its new target is. If it lives that long, that is.
Yeah.
Woof.
And that is my turn.
That hurts me. When a being takes that much damage in one hit, that hurts me physically. Yeah, that was a good turn. Jonas, you're up.
All right. How far apart are these snake archers from each?
About 5 feet.
Okay. And then the third one, has it moved up toward the group, or is it still?
Yeah, no, it's moved up to within range of your group.
Okay. Jonas is going to turn around, point a finger at the two archers, cast Fireball. So they need to make a DC 14 Dex save.
Yeah, how much range you got on that fireball?
150 feet.
Damn, Daniel.
No, I mean radius.
What are those?
20-foot radius.
All right, dex saves for both of them.
Fireball's the way to go, Zeph.
A 15 and a 21 for saves.
They'll both make it, unfortunately.
So half damage.
Yep. Let me math real quick.
Carry the 1.
All right. Well, who's next in the initiative while he's mathing?
41 points of fire damage.
I think I'm next, or the fairies, the pixies.
It's Reg. It's Reg, and then it's your monsters, and then it's Keel, and then it's the fairies.
Okay, I'm taking another shot at this monster. That is a nat 1.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I whiff it hard.
Whiff it good.
Okay. Dad, you're snake people. Take 20 points of fire damage.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Snake people turn. Hooray for
Snake people turn.
The snakes are going to drop their bows and close with the party. Each snake person is going to attack a different person.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, let's see. One snake person will go... actually, Carmen, are you still over near them, or did you move away?
I'm by the six-headed snake.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You attacked the six-headed snake person. So let's see. Keel is restrained. So
And he'd be the closest one to them.
So one of them will go at Keel and try to bite him. Since he's restrained, it's at... Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. Well, actually, yeah, the first one was a nat 20, so you're going to get bit hard. You take 9 points of piercing, and it's the poison that's going to hurt on the critical. Ooh, 29 points of poison.
Woof.
Ow.
And then it's going to make 2 scimitar attacks on you.
Are you still standing?
Yeah.
First scimitar will definitely hit. Second scimitar, does a 19 hit you?
19 will miss.
Okay. It's trying to... too many snakes in the way. It just can't...
Too many snakes.
Too many snakes. So you were going to take an additional 13 points of slashing damage.
On this motherfucking Zoom.
Okay, so...
On a plane!
An additional 13 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
All right, and then we'll say, let's see, one of them is going to go after Nick, because Nick just kind of savaged the boss monster.
Burning it.
So it's going to try and bite you, Nick. It is going to bite you successfully.
Are you sure about this?
Is your armor class higher than a 21?
It's 22, so suck it.
Uh-huh. Fortunately, the bite is venomous, so they will be sucking it. Actually, first they're going to inject, then they'll suck. So
No, for real, it's 22. I have 20 base, and then I've got the +2 from the concentration.
Oh my god.
Shield of Faith. So 22.
Wait, you have a base 20 armor class? How did I allow that?
Because I've got a shield as well.
We have to talk about that. That's
Pretty disgusting, right?
well,
Right here with
it's,
an 11.
Real?
it's slightly unbalanced.
You're unbalanced. This whole
Uh-huh.
thing's unbalanced.
All right, so it's going to go and it's going to make a constrict attack against you. 22, and I'm not actually making that up. I rolled a nat 15, and they get
That works.
+7 on their
That-
constrict.
Brings him close to daddy.
So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained.
Where I want to be.
And then he's going to attempt to stab you with his other scimitar now that you are restrained. And that gives him advantage, and that will hit because of advantage. And you will take an additional, oh, that was crummy, 8 points of slashing damage. Third Snick. Let's see. Who else has been attacking the, oh, Kenny. No, Kenny ran away, and he's flying. No, he's not flying. He's on the ground.
Correct.
So one of them would definitely go after him to try and finish him off.
But he has a higher AC now.
He does, so I'll actually have to roll this time. So, 16?
That's his AC.
Oh. So here comes the bite.
But he has temporary hit points too.
Okay. 6 points of piercing.
Uh-huh.
Oh. 23 points of poison.
Oh, geez.
I am going to use my relentless endurance to go to 1 hit point.
Okay.
Kenny's never fallen before, so as he falls, all of his orc features suddenly just, like, the disguise drops, and he's a full-on half-orc, full green, full tusk, all the Fey energy, just kind of there, keeping him standing, but barely.
Now, is bark skin concentration, or...
It is.
So you need to...
I just rolled my d20 off my table.
Okay, you need to make a concentration.
20?
Yep, that'll
for the
do it.
first. Or is it one? Was
Well,
it 2 separate attacks?
No,
or
it
just
was one attack. It was
Okay.
All right. So then the next attack, a slashing attack with the scimitar hits you. So
I'm down.
So you're just
I
gonna,
had 1
you're gonna
hit
be
point.
down.
Yeah.
And then the remaining slash, because he was just is gonna force 2 death saves on you. Correct?
Yeah, because it's a critical hit and he's down. So yeah.
So Kenny has 2 death saves on him, and that's the end of the Sneck people.
Zephyr, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to change my plan.
Might be a good call.
And I'm going to throw a healing word over
Oh.
Wait, no, it's
And,
no. It's actually it's Keel's turn, isn't it?
I forgot. Wait,
Kenny fell, and you thought that made it Kenny's turn.
I'm sorry.
And we also have the
it's
pixies,
Keel-
correct?
it's Keel's- yeah, no, it's Keel's turn, and then the pixies.
Well, Keel's
Pixie.
We
restrained.
totally
He's gonna.
skipped like a bunch of people.
Because Kenny's
Well, you ruined my joke because I said I was going to cast it on Keel.
Oh, I'm sorry. That would have been hilarious.
It's okay. I have a backup.
Your joke anyway.
All right, so Keel, you're going to attempt to break the grapple.
I'm
I
going to
have a
attempt to
backup,
break
and
the
it would be
grapple.
ironic.
I'll save you, buddy.
It'll be ironic to save a friend and then lose a friend.
It's a total of 20. That's an athletics check, right? Or is it straight?
Yes, athletics check. Okay, that you break free.
Yay.
Yeah, but that's your action.
Flinging little snakes everywhere.
And that will end my turn.
Okay,
Pixies.
Sarah. Yes, pixies.
Okay. All right, so it's got to make a spell save DC of 12. It's a charisma spell save, but it's got to make 8 of them. So all we need is one bad roll.
Add advantage on each, if I recall correctly.
Ooh. Advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects, but I don't know that... It doesn't say anything here about it at advantage.
No, it has magic resistance.
Oh, it gets advantage on its saving throws.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a whole different story. That's annoying.
Yes.
Well, then we need some bad double rolls then.
So how does
It rolled a 29, a 30, a 30, 15, 28, 18, 22, and 28.
Woof.
Holy crap!
Charisma also happened to be its highest stat.
Ah!
I heard
you
a
on
15.
team, man?
As terrifyingly ugly as it is, it's charismatic.
Ouch.
So Sarah is up.
Yes, she is.
And Sarah,
Yes.
Sarah, I would like to point out to you, just in case you care about these sorts of things, that Kenny is after you in initiative, has 2 death saves on him, and that means he would have to roll for his life.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
I'm just making
I'm gonna bonus action disengage, I guess, and run to Kenny. And I actually have a superior healing potion.
I knew giving that to you was a good idea.
And I'm gonna put that liquid in his throat. So just don't die, Kenny. Don't die.
I'm trying.
I don't know what I would roll for that.
a superior, I believe, is 8d4 plus 4.
It would be 8d4 plus 8.
Plus
And
8.
also-
8, sorry.
And also, we're being rated. Thank you, Rhythmic High, for coming into the insanity of the crossover between Web of Lies and Something Wicked. We're so excited to have you in your rating party.
We
We
got
love you.
Rhythmic. I see Sergeant Turtle, who visits with Rhythmic often. Welcome. Jamiath, thank you. You guys are awesome.
And yeah, and if you want to join our Discord and join our community as well as Rhythmic's community, we pride ourselves on being the premier Twitch gaming and all things nerdy related dragon themed tavern of the internet. So we're pretty sure we're the only ones in this niche, and so we are claiming eminency. Anyways, how much did you heal Kenny?
So you said it was plus 8?
8d4
Yes.
plus 8.
So it's 22.
Kenny, you're not dead.
Yeah.
Kenny, it's your turn and you're not dead.
You wake up on your turn lying on the ground.
I assume I see Sarah, like, above me, right?
Yep.
Sarah, I could kiss you, but not now.
Yeah, not
I'm gonna-
now.
I'm gonna try to snake that attacked me, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at it at 3rd level. This I'm gonna break your fucking achy brain.
Okay.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
And it gets wisdom, a 15.
That does not succeed. DC
Okay.
16. And it's gonna take 4, 7, 10, 12, 13 points of psychic damage. It must immediately run away from me.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, because I promised I would do this anyways, I'm gonna scan the crowd.
Okay, hang on
Who
a
I
sec.
think's the
Hang on a sec.
toughest.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna scan the crowd for who I think's the toughest. I'm gonna land on Carmen, and I'm gonna sing to Carmen. Everything isn't gonna be alright. Or everything's gonna be alright. You're gonna be the one to kick ass tonight. And if you don't believe, just wait and see. Because nobody fights like she. And it's a D8 of Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Sweet.
Now, also, Sarah, since you are right there, you get an attack of opportunity if you want to use your reaction to do that as this snack runs away.
Oh, yeah. I do that.
Okay.
Can I put my
Sneak attack
sneak
damage?
attack on?
You haven't used it yet, so yeah. I can't see a good reason why not.
Yes. I'm gonna use my rapier, I guess.
That would make
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
And it's 25.
That will hit. That will definitely hit.
And so a d8 and 4d6. Wow, that's a lot. 27.
As it turns and begins to slither away, Sarah slashes with her rapier, catching it just right across the back of the neck, and arterial blood sprays out of its throat as it slumps to the ground. One down.
That was
And
the
I'm-
one that attacked Kenny, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say to Kenny, I'm here for you, buddy.
Aww.
Zephyr, it's your turn, and now your joke about healing Keel isn't really a joke.
It's totally gone now, but
That moment
Keel
was
doesn't
ruined.
need my help.
So sorry.
It was completely.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I ruined everything.
Are there any of these groups? Are any of them within 10-foot radius of each other where I'm not going to catch any of the group inside there?
Nah, they're pretty entangled
No,
every
it's
time.
Okay, I'm going to go with a Dissonant Whispers again. Again, playing that discordant note on my DOS Flying V. And start whispering to it. I know it's here somewhere. Do. Streaming dark clouds over your head, venom-filled scorpions sting your mind, your tortured soul full of unrested sleep. Lonely life never lived, leave all behind.
15.
And it's a 16 saving throw.
So you got him this time.
Finally, that's 5d6. Ow! I'll take some of those. That's 10 plus 5. And so it'll be 19
Okay.
points of damage.
And we'll say that Jonas is in range of this one for an opportunity attack if he wants it.
Oh, yes, he does.
Thought he might.
He's going to take a swing at it with his Flame Tongue Greatsword. And that's a 26 to hit.
Oh, just misses. When he's running away, he has a 27 armor class.
That's too bad.
Multi-attack defense, man.
Nice roll. And that's a...
That actually such a
Little-
cool feature. Like when you're running away, you have extra AC. I don't know.
The coward feat.
No. Astro, I know you're not watching because you're behind, but when you catch up on the VOD, I expect you to homebrew us.
A coward feat.
Howard.
Well, the hunter does have
How much damage, Jonas?
disadvantage one.
18.
Thank you.
Okay, and now
Can I do a bonus now, or
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and do an inspiration for Reggie, just so that you guys know this is actually from Reggie's song list that he's put on. And beat on the brat, beat on the brat, beat on the brat with the baseball bat. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh oh. And I'll
Ramones.
give you an 8, a D8 there for inspiration.
I love it, Bubba. Thank you.
And I'm done.
Okay, so now, very upset, the six-headed snake is going to turn its attention and ire on
Nick for
Nick.
forcing it to...
And so its first claw attack is going to miss with an 18, but its second one is going to hit with a natural 20.
You know that you get advantage because he's restrained, right?
I do now.
Ouch.
The second roll is even worse. So, thanks, sidekick. You take 28 points of damage from that claw attack.
Oh.
And it's going to constrict around you a little bit. Since you're already there, he doesn't need to roll to hit.
Already constricted.
He's already there.
Take a look around. I'm the serpent in your hair.
So you take 22 points of damage from the constrict attack.
And I've wound all around.
And then flurry of bites.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
He really hates you.
Uh-oh.
I love fighting you, Auntie.
And that is going to be 26.
Frog Flyer, thank you for following. Welcome to the family.
Welcome, Prague.
And 22 AC is broken. What?
And you take 35 points of damage from the flurry of bites. Oh my gosh, I can't talk.
Damn it.
That's more hit points than any 3 people in this group.
Are you still up?
Hell no. I've been dead after the second hit.
So the second hit knocked you down.
Yeah, so that he's down.
You immediately lose 2 death saves.
Yep.
And now it's Zuki's turn.
So you see him go under, and he's wrapped up by 2 snakes at the moment. Nick.
Well, it's one snake. It's just really wrapped around him.
No, because he was restrained by the other snake person before she did it.
Yeah, but I'm not over there. I'm in front of 6-headed guy.
That's who's wrapping Nick up.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought it was the other guys. Okay, then I'm going to hit him. I'm going to cast Flame Blade.
Nick has 2 death saves on him currently, and after Carmen, it will be Nick's turn.
Then I am not paying attention, and I'm going to do something about that.
That's why I thought I would mention it to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was totally misunderstanding what was happening there. Then I am going to look over at him, and I am going to... Can I reach him? Can I touch him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to touch him and cure wounds. And D8. I haven't had to do a lot of this lately. Okay. It is a 9. He gets a 9. And you got that right. I didn't freeze up.
Yeah, we got it.
No, 9. Okay, 9, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Flame Blade.
Okay.
So that on the next turn I can actually utilize it.
Very good. Carmen?
I am gonna punch the hell out of this guy.
Which one?
The sick-headed snake, and he is constricting Nick still, yeah?
Yes. How dare you assume it's gender?
It. First attack is 16. And the second attack is 13.
The 16 will hit, the 13 will not.
$10 normal damage, 3 fire damage, and then I'm gonna spend a key point to try and stunning strike it. So I
before you spend that key point, would you like to just kill him instead?
I will punch right through one of the damn heads.
Somehow you managed to punch through all 6 heads with one fist.
All of them. Yes.
It's like...
I'm just gonna scream, "This is for Kenny!"
Yes.
And
Carmen's got this secret love affair going on with Kenny, doesn't she?
No, she does not. as the most famous gay country star, I don't think there's anything going on there. Yeah, straight out of a Quentin Tarantino film. Each head just explodes in a shower of blood. Carmen, you are drenched in red, but you feel fucking awesome because you just killed this motherfucker. All right, Nick, it's your turn.
Yay.
Wait, since I killed it, can I still use a key point?
Sure.
Do my bonus action and teleport to one of the 3 snake people that looks the worst and attack it with flurry of blows.
There's actually one right in front of you because there were 2 of them that were entangling around Nick.
Okay, I will attack one of those that's the worst looking.
There's only one. There's one running away because of dissonant whispers, and there's the one wrapped around Nick.
Then I'll attack the one that's wrapped around Nick.
Okay.
Those are both 16 on the dice.
Those will both hit without even adding any modifiers in. So give me some damage.
13 damage.
Okay. Those 2 snake people are starting to look pretty rough, and yes, bless you, Kelly.
Fuck them up!
All right, Nick.
All right. Let's see what happens here.
You are still restrained.
Oh, perfect. Where I want him. I lured him in to restrain me after passing out.
That was a good strategy. I wouldn't have thought of it, but that was good. I like it.
It worked.
Nick is the best at strategy.
Yeah, I'm strategizing the F out of this. Okay, so since I'm grappled, I am within touch. I'm going to reach out and continue to touch this little fella.
So you
right
are you casting that same spell again, just at a different level?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with a 3rd level this time. So that's only 5d10.
Only.
And once again, you all see that same dark energy lap out of Nick's fingertips, seeping into this creature. And where that energy and where his fingertips touch, you see blood spouting from this creature. And you see a wild look in Nicholas's eyes.
That'd be 36 damage.
Whoa.
Goof a doof.
He's hanging on by a thread.
That hurts. Jonas.
Right.
Love it.
We all
By the
laugh
way,
every single
Rhythmic,
time.
for you and your raiding party, Atavistic is playing a character in both campaigns, and so we can tell them apart. He has a hat with each character's name on it. So when he's Jonas, he's wearing this hat, and when he's Keel,
switch hats.
he is wearing that hat. You can see how the characters are different, clearly. So
Totally different people.
go back and watch the VOD so you can see the conversation between them. It was fabulous.
That's right. The short 3-word combo.
And then they high-five each other.
That's right. All right. Jonas is going to cast Eldritch Blast at both the Yuan-Ti that are left.
Okay.
The first one is a 22 to hit.
Is that the one running away or the one constricting Nick?
Constricting Nick.
Okay.
And then the second one was a nat 1. So
Okay.
miss.
So how much damage did you do
Horribly.
to the one
10 points of damage.
as you send this blast of eldritch energy right through its chest, blasting it open, and it slackens its grip on Nick and slumps over on him. And Nick, you are now buried in a pile of gory, bleeding snake.
Yeah!
Actually, no.
Actually,
When it dies,
Ew.
when they die, though, they shapeshift back into their normal form. So you are laying underneath the lady in the shimmery dress and a shirtless dude that's kind of muscular and buff. And they're both bloody, and it's creepy and gross and weird.
Hot.
And yet somehow erotic at the same time.
Because I'm in the middle of it. It's like
I
it's a
suppose
Nick
for certain,
sandwich.
I suppose for certain tastes, Zephyr, yes, it is erotic. Not me, but you know, you do you. All right, one of these suckers is left.
I am taking a. I'll get to him with my movement.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, thank you, baby Jesus. That's a nat 20.
Oh yeah, this could be it. This could be it.
All right.
That's a lot of dice.
It is a lot of
What
dice.
you missed, Zuki, was a nat 20 on Reg's sneak attack.
I didn't miss it.
Oh, okay.
I was just closing the door. I forgot to leave it open when I came back in.
Gotcha.
Oh god, I wish there was one more point of damage. I got 41 points of damage.
Oh, so close and yet so far.
You should have just lied on that last 1 point.
Oh wait, I did my math wrong. It was 42.
Oh, thank God. As you stake your rapier and you stick it through its heart, and as the light in its eyes goes out, it turns into a leather jacket-clad man with a look of surprise on his face, and a little bit of blood trickles out his mouth as he slumps to the ground and slides off of your rapier.
I take the jacket off of him right before he hits.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
It looks really cool when you do it.
Yeah. Where do we see Jonathan?
You're in a gore-filled, shattered glass, little snakes everywhere, reptile house, and there's still that do not disturb door or not do not disturb. That'd be weird. Do not enter.
Are we out of combat now?
We are.
You are out of combat.
I'd like to walk over to the one that did the most damage to Kenny and just start kicking it and saying, "Nobody gets to beat Kenny Brown to shit but me."
While she's beating the dead man, I'm gonna walk the dead woman. I'm gonna walk past the sign that said "Do not enter" and see if we can go past it. See if there's another door past that. Maybe he's
So
being
you
kept in there.
push open the door, and it doesn't feel like you're in a zoo anymore. It almost feels it's got you open the door and it's stone walls. There are two braziers on either side of the hallway that are lit with green magical fire. And
Green fire.
And there are snakes carved into the stone, leading all the way down a hallway.
Because I've been all through the zoo. I know this is backwards and forwards. Is this a new doorway? Is this a doorway that led to somewhere else before?
This doorway didn't really exist before.
Okay. I convey this information.
I continue to walk down the hallway.
Is everybody following Reggie?
I'm shouting out what I'm doing to let everyone know.
I'm walking down the hallway, guys.
I'd follow him.
Brian,
Just like that.
As soon as everybody is out of sight of me, I'm going to animate dead on the lady.
Okay.
Jeez.
Sounds good.
I didn't know he could do that.
I'll tell you about it later, Maya.
Well, that took a dark turn.
I am really far behind on my wickets because college is kicking my ass.
Nobody knows.
Yes, nobody knows any of this yet.
Nobody knows.
So, what are you doing anything?
Trouble I see.
I don't even want to finish that sentence. But are you doing anything with the animated corpse?
Yeah, animating, sicko.
Like I said, I didn't want to finish the sentence, but I started it, and I need to know what you're up to. So,
Yeah, just animate it.
okay.
So I'm following Reggie.
Wait, so we just have like a zombie following us?
Well, so everyone went down the hallway except for Nick. Nick waited till he was alone and then did it.
I have a question, Maya.
Yeah?
Kenny doesn't
So-
care.
The way that the lair is built, does it remind Sarah the way that the Drow lair was? You know, like the entrance in the theater and all those.
It's not similar to that. No, like I mean it's like comparing apples to oranges, where yes, they're both secret passageways that feel out of place within society, but there's not similar like architecture or decorations or anything like that.
Okay.
One secret passageway was made out of apples. The other one was made out of oranges. Completely different.
Yeah. If you lick the walls, you can find out which is which. So you continue on, I'm guessing, down the corridor, and when you make it to the end, there's a locked door.
I'll pick the lock.
I was gonna kick it, but
Oh, yeah. No. As I go to get my tools out and I lay the mat down very carefully, and I'm looking for like what to do, you just like kick over my shoulder.
I just rush right over him into the door.
It's like a flying kick. She just runs, leaps over Reg, bam, kicks through the door.
I don't even look up. I just carefully fold the tools back up and put them back in my pocket.
Okay, roll athletics for me to see if you can kick down the door.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You still have inspiration.
I do have inspiration. I am going to use that. That was an athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
16.
16? You run into you kick it and it budges a little bit, but it doesn't open.
Damn it.
Oh no, we lost a Cala dragon.
Jonas once again looks at Keel, nods, and they both go forward and kick.
Alright, you can roll with advantage.
There's a nat 20.
Oh, come on!
Carmen loosened it.
I'd say
Wait.
once again, the two almost looking individuals, yes.
Question, who got the nat 20?
Together, it was like a buddy cop, both hitting at the same time.
He
Together, they kick
He
together.
did it with advantage.
They hold
Flip
hands
them both
and
off.
then they both kick.
Which one's the bad cop?
Yeah, so they, in just a stunning display of camaraderie, and you're relatively certain now that these people must be linked somehow, whether they're related or through magical means. There's no other logical explanation. As with the exact same movements, they kick open the door, and as it slams open, you just kind of go, I loosened it for you.
We Jonas and Keel embrace in that predator style man kind of clasp.
Yeah, all right.
And then we walk through the door.
So you as soon as you go through the door, you see a man with dark skin and black long hair and a leather jacket. He looks to be sleeping. He's hovering above like an altar type table with snake-like ropes wrapped around him.
Do we
He
recognize
doesn't
him?
think. He just goes for him.
Okay.
Hank's just gonna go and try to like grab him and like tug, like wants to embrace him and kind of tug him down at the same time.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
16.
Okay, so you pull him out of whatever was kind of like keeping him suspended, and he kind of like crashes down on top of you. He's still asleep, but now you're like basically underneath an unconscious Jonathan.
And then can I pump Cure Wounds into him?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna do it at a 3rd level because for all Kenny's just like wake up. Kenny just wants him to wake up at this point. He's had a long day. He's ready to go. 7, 8, 14, 19 hit points.
19 points. Jonathan, take off your DM hat
Okay.
and put on your Jonathan hat. I don't see any hats. This doesn't work if we don't have the prop.
I'll have hats next time. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I need the hats,
Well-
otherwise it doesn't work.
Where am I? Kenny. What is going on?
I'm gonna run forward and just grab him.
Okay. Does not
Jonathan, you're still
answer
tied
my
up, by
question.
the way.
Doesn't matter. He's alive. Kenny's squeezing him.
Yeah. Could someone untie me, perhaps?
I'm gonna do the thing.
Do the
and
thing,
untie-
please.
Yep. I'm doing the thing.
With your dagger, you can kind of cut through all of these, and as you sever them, they kind of like shrivel with like black necrotic damage, with black necrotic damage, and just kind of like shrivel away into dust, and he is freed.
Are you okay?
I think so. They have been holding me here and interrogating me.
I can't believe we actually found you.
I am very grateful. And who are all of these?
Oh, they're weird people.
Has our band grown then?
No.
Yes
no.
and no.
Please, no.
Not these people, but we have more.
They helped us find you.
Then I thank you all. If you are ever in DC, Moonspeaker Farms is open to you.
Thank you so much. I would recommend leave whatever area this is, because I'm not sure it's supposed to be here. I'm getting a weird vibe.
Yes, I can see that.
Zephyr's going to be taking a quick look around while everybody's doing their whole huggy thing. Is there anything else to see in this room?
No, there's nothing but him.
Do any of them look injured to Jonathan?
They all look injured, but I'm going to say that you have a point of exhaustion and none of your current spell slots.
Fair enough.
We leave. We walk out.
I'm going to say, so I'll say you semi-sneak out with Zuki's help. It isn't hard, or it isn't as hard as it would be without having a druid who sleeps in a zoo most of the time. It's like 4 a.m. at this point, because you've been here for a while. And so you all go back to the Plastered Dragon. That seems like the place.
Before we do, I'd like
Actually, no. Reggie would make sure that you all go to a different pub. No, you all go to like a McDonald's.
Denny's.
Denny's.
That's where we go.
Denny's.
I would say you end up at a Denny's because you don't go to Denny's. You end up at Denny's.
That is correct.
And you all get pancakes, and you're dripping in blood. And for some reason, none of the waiters at Denny's care at all. You enjoy pancakes, and you share stories with new friends, knowing that you have, at the very least, allies, and more than likely friends. And that is where we're going to leave off this wickedly good episode of Web of Lies. Thank you to all of the players who showed up today, because I can't believe we got all of you. Thank you to my dad for also co-DMing this madness and saying that I could do it, because it seemed like a good idea. And thank you to everyone for watching. I'm going to be in the Discord chat after this. I don't know about the rest of these crazy people.
I'll stick for a bit.
Yeah, I'll be there for a little bit. If someone wants to put the Discord link one more time in the chat. Thank you so much again for tuning in and watching this madness. I hope you continue to watch. The Web of Lies, not the Web of Lies crew, the Something Wicked crew will be dealing with the after effects of this episode on Tuesday, and you don't want to miss that. Thank you all, and we'll see you around. Have a good day.